All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if I sound okay audio wise, hit that number 1 in the chat box, please. Again, if I sound okay audio wise, hit that number 1. Garrett, Timbo, Todd Hoover, Greg, Sam, Brett, Steve. Perfect. Thank you, everybody. All right, very quickly before I officially get started, for those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you very much. But to just be very straightforward, this is totally viewer supported. So if you do want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then code CLAY, all caps, is how you can help support the stream. But it's a win-win for everybody because you're helping to support a stream, but you're also saving money. So it's not like it's a donation where it's just money out of your pocket. No, you're actually saving money with any of these prop firms. And like I said, you're helping to support a stream and ensure that it continues. So I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the prop firm industry right now. And this is a good week because Take Profit Trader is running that 50% off sale. I think everybody knows at this point, but just in case, FYI, as of right now, 50% off. And it's ending on Saturday or Sunday, something very soon. So like I said, now would be the time to definitely give them a try. Or if you want, or if you use any of these other prop firms, like I said, code CLAY, all caps, is how you can save some money and help support the stream. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we need to talk in 18 minutes at 11 a.m. Eastern. Please remind me that we need to have a talk. Yeah. So I've had better days. I don't feel. Don't get me wrong. It's not been good, but I'm not upset about it, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But yeah, we definitely need to talk. But good morning, everybody. It is, what is today? Thursday. Today is Thursday, May 14th. The year is 2026. If you like rocket ships, then you really enjoyed this morning. That's for sure. So if you grew up as a kid, you're into astronauts and space travel and all that sort of stuff. Maybe you're not even a kid anymore. You're still into that stuff. Then you really enjoyed this morning and the rocket ship that was. But so I'm assuming you're having a good day. But yeah, how are everybody's days actually going so far? Good, bad, terrible, worst day ever, best day ever, blew an account, passed an account, got a payout. How are people's days actually going? Red, blue, 25K account. Bad for Philly. Mediocre, green, but barely missed that rocket. Yeah. Up on the week, but down on the month. What about today? How you doing today? Good morning, Borrow. Pass 1, loss in eval, third day in pro. Oh, good job, Mitt. Yeah, the people, the members of the private community, they already kind of know, somewhat, kind of, sorta. They know what the talk will be about. Opening drive sucked, but I avoided tilting. Good job, Batch. Good job, AMS. Well, I'm wondering if there's a short right now. We are just sitting right at these highs. But what's causing me to hesitate is, well, we're also right below the overnight high. So, like, I don't know, could I get a little bit better short right up there? But as of right now, this yellow line, which is the high right there, is what's providing the resistance right now. My brother-in-law lost 100,000 trading options. That is crazy. That is a lot of prop accounts you could have bought for $100,000. That is wild. Today, just waiting. Nothing for your strategy. Roger that. Maybe not a rocket ship, but this song takes you. Is that a song? Okay, here we go. We're at that level. Let's see if maybe we can get a short here. I am short. See if it can indeed get rejected. Edit some more. So there you go. A little scalp to start things off. I am starting red. You're always green, Clay, you little scammer. How come you're always green? Where are those folks at right now, you know? I don't see them around. Well, trading options is stupid anyways, David. I mean, especially if he was day trading. I don't know what your brother-in-law was doing. If he was being a degenerate and trying to like YOLO options into earn. Like if he was a Wall Street bets. Like that's not trading. That's options degenerate gambling. But if he was day trading options, then yeah. In this day and age of day trading options does not make any sense. Why choose to deal with theta when you don't need to deal with theta? You know, just one of those things. So yeah, that's crazy. 100,000. Wow. Like I said, that is a lot of futures prop accounts that could have been bought with $100,000. Hey, good morning, Reward. New people to trading options always get burnt by getting into volatile stocks. Well, I mean, a lot of people get into options, and I understand because there's this pattern day trading rule. I know it's changing, but over the course of time, well, crap, I only have XYZ amount. It's not anywhere close to 25,000. Oh, look, I can YOLO some options, and I could potentially get up over 25,000, and then I can finally become a day trader because I'm over the pattern day trading rule. You know, that's how people end up in the small caps and the low floats and all that stuff. That's pretty much what I had to do too way back when. But that's what I mean. We are in the golden age of day trading. The invention of micro futures and then prop firms. Chef's kiss. We are in currently the golden age of day trading. All right, we are just not quite the rocket ship we had, but we are now just kind of grinding along. Maybe a pullback. No. Looking at the 5 minute, I don't want to be going long right now on this pullback. Maybe another short up around 7:15. I think June 4th is a day that they can remove. Yeah, maybe. But even at that point, it still doesn't make any sense. Because stocks just mute. First, I think you still need $2,000 anyways. But, I mean, it's just, as day traders, we want movement. We want volatility. And futures, they just move better. They move so smooth. You don't have to worry about, getting stuck in a halt like you did with those small, the small caps and the low flow. It's just, so yes, I mean, the pattern day trader rule will still be there. You still need $2,000, but even at that amount, I mean, think about, that's like 20 prop firm accounts you could buy for $2,000. Whereas in one bad trade in like a small cap or low float or options, $2,000 could be gone just like that. At least with futures, if you do something stupid, you'd still have $1,900 left, depending on what sort of prop firm you buy. But if you buy an account for $100 and you do the same stupid trade that costs you XYZ amount, some people, they're done. Their $2,000 is gone. But at least for the futures prop firm trader, they still got $1,900 left. Yeah, David, well, it sounds like you tried to warn him, like, are you sure you know what you're doing? So you did your part. I only risk $10 per trade. Yeah, well, that's it. That's the power of prop firms. If you look at them a certain way, yeah, your risk is very, very minimal, actually. All right, we are approaching. Hey, Brad. Okay, Brad C. Are you the Brad C from the private chat, from the private community? Is that you? Or is that a different Brad C? Are you the Brad C in the private community with the white background? No, that's not you. Okay, we got too many Brad C's in this world. Some people don't want to put all their trust into prop firms, though. Well, I mean, you're acting like you have thousands of dollars. I understand what you're saying, but I'll illustrate this very quickly. Let's just assume that, and I'll use Take Profit Trader because that's who I use, who I recommend, all that. Let's just assume they are a scam. I am part of the scam, and you should not put your trust into them. But let's say I trick you to put your trust into them. Well, how much trust are you putting into them? Again, they're not a scam. They're not a scam, but let's just, for argument's sake. So right now, with the 50% off, you could get a 25K purchase power for $75. So there's $75 of trust, BCYT. Again, I'm not saying that money grows on trees. I understand, I understand people work hard for the money. Fine. But it's $75. Now, if that was $750, if that was $7,500, if this was like some sort of, wait, who is this investment group run by Bernie Madoff? Wait, who is it? Okay, I'll trust Bernie Madoff. I'll put 75 grand. I'll put 750 grand. Okay, I get that. Like, wow, that is a lot of trust. But brother, it's $75. So I hear what you're saying. Well, people don't want to put their trust in prop firms. Dude, it's $75. $75 of trust. You know what I mean? If you can't afford to take a risk on $75, and again, Take Profit Trader has been around since 2021. They pay out, they've been around. But if you can't have $75 of trust in somebody, because like $75, if you get scammed out of 75, which you won't, you could just file a dispute with your credit card. But anyways, let's just say you do get scammed out of it. Like if losing $75 is going to send you living under a bridge, with all due respect, I think you have other goals in your personal finances that you should be focused on right now. If $75 is going to be that devastating to your personal finances. So I hear you, but it doesn't really make sense. It only makes sense, like I said, if $75 is just like absolutely devastating. Which, again, trading is not the answer for you. If losing $75 is devastating, trading is not the answer right now. Come back a little bit later on. Man, the chat is quiet today. I don't think we're going to make it very long on the live stream today. Chat is not talking. Bone dry silent. I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself the entire time, brothers and sisters and furries. She did. Thank you, AMS, for asking. She got home about midnight, 11:41 p.m. Central Time. No, they are not my company, Christy. Okay, well, BCT, okay, I mean, I'll say maybe to that, maybe. But, like, can we agree you're now in, like, some isolated category? Like, you're trying to take some isolated category to make it seem like prop firms are somehow bad. It's kind of it's like a form of lottery logic you're using. I say playing the lottery is stupid, and then you come back, yeah, we'll tell that to the people that won the lottery. It's like, okay, you're right. In that category, you're right. That's kind of what you're doing right now. Yes, if you're able to get to that point, then you have a very good problem on your hands, right? Because at that point, you pretty much know how to trade. So worst case at that point, you'd have to say, prop firms have allowed me the opportunity to learn how to trade, and now I'm going to go off on my own. Fine. Okay, so, I mean, kind of my point still stands. Prop firms are great, even if you're just trying to learn how to trade. I'm not saying I even accept your premise, but just for argument's sake, I'll just accept that premise, okay? Prop firms are still awesome because if you reach that point, they have helped you learn how to trade, or else you've pretty much gotten a great ROI at that point, and good on you for getting a great ROI. How am I doing? I'll talk about it in 5 minutes. Hey, good morning, Raspberry. Maybe a long here. I am long. Trying to dig myself out of a little bit of a hole. I'm going to buy 5 more there if it wants to pop back up. Really like this strong upwards move. Pull back, hammer candle. And I'm looking to add at the green line. Okay, did not fill me. Let's see if it wants to. Okay, again, I'm looking to add at that green line. I did add. All right, come on, hammer. Beautiful candle here. Come on. I'm getting a little worried now. This, I don't know why it's having such a hard time to just make a little bit of a green hammer here. Beautiful back-to-back hammers. Come on. Come on. That's my first target up there. Dude. Are you kidding me? It's not like this target here is very aggressive either. I would want to understand if you, I would 100% understand the criticism if you're like, Clay, why are you complaining and acting all like irritated that your first target's not getting hit? Your first target's 50 points away. What? Okay. Well, yeah, this pretty much explains. Wow. Wow. What? This garbage market right now. I don't want to stop out here. We're right at the 21 EMA. If anything, I should probably be buying. See if we can get a bounce from here. And if we don't, then I got a tight stop from this area. I don't want to add anymore. It's just, wow, that's crazy. Like I said, that target right there wasn't even really that aggressive. I thought that was a highly likely target to get hit, so I can at least lock a little gains in, reduce my position size back down, and then I mean, you guys saw what happened. All right, I'll buy 10 more there. Wait, see if we can get a bounce here up off of it. Like I said, I don't want to stop out right at the 21 EMA. There we go. Come on. Come on, get up there. Get above that blue line. Or else I just got suckered in. And if I did, there's my line in the sand. Either it's bouncing off the 21 EMA or it's going to stop me out, and it is what it is. Will the 21 EMA bounce? I bought a pullback in an uptrend, so I'm trying to trade the trend for all of you that like, Clay, it's easy. Just trade the trend. I'm trying. There you go. Come on. Push. Push. Go. Go. Get up there. Come on. Come on. Come on, at least hit that first target. Thank you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, hit that next target. Push, push. I'm having PTSD to that last one where it got to my target, but that's recency effect. I'm battling recency effect. There we go. Keep coming up, brother. Keep coming up. I'm battling recency effect. That was a different trade, brother. I'm talking to myself. Recency effect. Don't worry about it, brother. Okay. They just did it again. Recency effect, brother. All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Make sure this is a green trade. There we go. Let me just get my stop in play. There we go. Okay. Give it a chance. You know, at this point, if it comes back up, I'm going to go for a little bit more. So this will be a green trade, just trying to figure out how big of a green trade. Come on. Keep pushing. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm going to start to move up my stop more too to just slowly lock in more gains. Come on. Push. About to get stopped out. And I am close. There's no way I survive this, right? Stop. You're teasing me. You're not going to actually not stop me out here, are you? All right, now I'm going to get stopped out. There it is. All right, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing what probabilities and edges suggested you would do. I appreciate that. Yeah, the 21 with the save. Like I said, I did not want to stop out there. I'm like, I can't stop out on the 21 EMA. Okay, we got to talk, though. Where's the timestamp? Okay, okay, all right. We'll let this get up to 25 minutes. That way I can tell people to refer back to the 25-minute timestamp. Because it's fair if people show up and they're like, hey, Clay, how's your day? And I'm like, well, you should have been here on time. And they're like, well, but you showed up early. So I was like, that's actually a fair point. So I wanted to try to time it up at 11 a.m., but obviously I was in a trade. So we'll wait to the 25-minute mark because I do not want to talk about my day more than once today, for sure. Hey, Trader Alex. Fantastic, Trader Alex. Yeah, now's a good time to get that 25 or that 75K too. And thank you for using code Clay. I appreciate that. All right, 25 minutes. How did my day go? Well, I got one of these emails that you don't want to get. Your Tradeovate Pro account has been... Wah, 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 wah. So yes, my racehorse, my pro account that I have had for, I don't know how long I've had it, but the ROI was over 1,000%. I mean, it was good. It had a good life. It was a great quote unquote trade because again, the way I look at prop firms is each account is actually a trade. What is the stop loss associated with that trade? Well, whatever you bought the account for. So relative to what was risked, what I got out of that trade, it was just fine. Never fun though to cook a pro account. And there's also a great lesson in this because we're going to have a lesson in hindsight confirmation bias. So where did that go? Okay. So what happened? I tried a short right here, give or take. I was looking over here. I saw what I thought were resistance levels, but you can see right here, well, let me zoom back in. It came up, and this was, already after it had made this big move here, and then it like somewhere right around here, and then it just poof, kept going. And I'm like, and that was all she wrote. Now, some of you may be saying, well, wait a second, Clay. Clay, what? You're an idiot, dude. You may be saying, why did you short a rocket ship, Clay? Why did you short a freight train? That's hindsight confirmation bias. And here, I'll prove it to you. Let's say I told you I bought where I shorted. Let's just bring this up. Let's say I told you that I bought at that yellow line, and then when I bought, the price did this. Or not even that. I bought right there and the price like pulled back right here, because that would have been like a 50-point move. Still plenty to cook me. I have a sneaky suspicion you would probably be saying, Clay, dude, why would you have bought there? The price had already made a huge move up. It was already very overextended. And then you bought right at a location, Clay, back here. You bought at a location that has a track record of the price getting rejected. Why would you buy there? Well, I agree. But like, that's what I mean by hindsight confirmation bias. Yes, does it look stupid that I shorted there? In hindsight, sure. But at the time, I thought it was overextended. I thought it was a bit too much. I thought it would at least pull back a little bit at that area that had proven other pullbacks, but it didn't. So that is lost the pro account. And then I started off red here. I do have another pro account underway. So this is the new pro account right here where I'm up 900. Were those good trades? Yeah. Those were trades where I was trying to do the exact same thing. Just trying to take a quick little scalp. And they both worked on that one. But unfortunately, the one that did not work, well, like I said, the rest was history, so that right there is the pro account. But with that said, maybe if you're not familiar with prop firms, I did not actually lose $2,000 out of my pocket. That is the beautiful thing. Now, I did lose enough to technically break the rules of the account. Therefore, the account is now gone. But that does not mean that that's $2,000 out of my pocket. So that truly is the beautiful thing about prop firms is, yeah, that looks bad, but overall, like I said, so this is how I view prop firms. Each account is a trade. And like any trade, it's going to have any responsible trade, it's going to have a stop loss associated with it. The stop loss is just the amount where if I'm wrong, how much is it going to cost? And that's how this works. So that was a 50K account. So if this was you, and that would have been, during like 40% off. So if this was you would have paid $102 for that account. Right now, like I said, it's 50% off, so it's even better time to buy. But at the time, 40% off, so it would have been $102. So in other words, $102 was the risk the entire time. So as soon as you go out there and make $102, boom, you got your money back just like that. And that's why the ROIs with prop firms are so explosive, because your actual risk is just whatever the cost of the account was. So yeah, that looks bad, but ultimately, so I lost over 2,000, which is, again, that's the rule violation that I had. That's why that account is now toast. But I did not actually lose 2,000 out. But I did lose the account. So back to the drawing board. and this is the racehorse model, was I tempted to go reset a pro account and pay a super huge amount. It didn't even cross my mind. Why? Because I do the racehorse model where I already have other past accounts, aka racehorses, that were waiting for me in the stable. So I activated another racehorse, and I'm back at it, up 900. However, this market is, like I said, I don't know if I was playing with fire or not. So that's why I'm like, okay, let me just pull up just a normal horse here, and let me trade this one, which was good because, like I said, I started off the stream down 290 on this one. We were back green on this, but that is how my day went. That was such a ridiculous. And okay, so earlier I mentioned, it's never fun to lose a pro account, but am I like upset? I'm not. I would be upset if I did like a stupid trade, if I forced something, if I just lost my mind. But I didn't. I thought, that's the great irony. I thought there are no guarantees, but I'm like, dude, this is like taking candy from a baby. This thing is so overextended. Surely it will give me just a very basic pullback from this general area right here where it's pulled back a little bit several times before. And then right there, that's where, so even, which is why I don't feel, it is what it is. This huge candle formed after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, after 8 green candles already. And along the way, there were plenty of little pullbacks. We had like a little upper shadow here. We had that upper shadow. You can see there's a pullback here. There's a pullback here. So I'm like, again, I didn't even need a pullback. I just needed like a little micro pullback and I would have been fine. It just did not happen. So, yeah. That is how my day went. Racehorse, may you rest in peace. Thank you. It was a good run. Got a great ROI on that trade. But it is what it is. So I was waiting for somebody to show up and be like, "What an idiot! Why would you short a rocket ship?" But nobody did. Maybe because I was a little too preemptive in explaining how the confirmation bias on that would work. But there is how my day has been going so far. And then, this trade here was looking shaky, but that actually turned out very well. Trusted the 21 EMA. So, there we go. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. It was an NQ trade, and I was showing it on the MNQ. You're right. Who said? Yeah, Ty. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. You're right. I was showing it all on the MNQ. But yeah, so here's, and this is also what it looked like on the 5-minute. Like how ridiculous was this move? Like huge green candle, big green candle, big green candle. I'm like, okay. And again, it's not like each one of these were straight up. There are little pullbacks along the way, right? It's, something goes up, comes down, But no, it just, boom, up it went. And that is the crazy thing. Like, yeah, there's always risk that comes with trades, but like I thought I was taking a pretty much in the bag trade on that one, and it didn't happen. Hey, thank you, Andy. Pretty much, David. Fantastic, Matt. Good job. And I'm glad to hear they worked with you. All right, maybe a short here, like a double top. I could get short right here and just throw a tight stop up here. I guess that wouldn't hurt anybody. But I kind of want to see it push up and then see if it wants to come back down. We lost an account doing the same thing. Yeah, that was a very logical trade, Evil Shadex. Like, the logic of that trade, in my mind, I thought that was an A+ setup for me. I'm like, oh my goodness. Are you really going to stretch into that former area of resistance? Yeah, I think I can get a few points out of that. Nope. So just was the reminder that even A+ setups are not perfect. Well, there you go. Shout out to Take Profit Trader. They admitted to having some sort of error on their part. And Matt, if you were here yesterday, or Matt, If you were here yesterday for Matt here kind of explaining things, there you go. So good job. Shout out to Take Profit Trader. Good job, Matt. Way to... Now, yes, Matt made an effort. Matt had to document some things, but Matt brought actual documentation, which is why just remember social media. There's always two sides to every story. Everybody that decries how bad XYZ is, well, just remember the full story. And we got the full story here. Matt made a claim. Take Profit Trader's like, no, you screwed up. And he's like, well, wait, look at this. He presented actual data, and Take Profit Trader's like, oh, yeah, hey, thank you. Yep, yeah, you're right. Problem resolved. Very good, Matt. Glad to hear that. Hey, Lucas. Yes, Brad. See, that's why it's important right now that if you do the 75K, 100K, or 150K with Take Profit Trader, it is critical right now that you get those accounts because those are subscriptions in place. Because from now until whenever you pass them, it'll always be $100 resets. But yes, it does whatever the 50% off, whatever you paid, that's what the subscription will renew at. But again, baked inside of that for the 75K, 100K, and 150K is those $100 resets will also be attached to that subscription the entire time. Which is why I keep emphasizing if you're in that category. Now, the 25K or 50K, it's not nearly as important. Because your reset is actually going to be less than $100 now. Yeah, it's the same price. Whatever you're paying for your subscription, that's what your subscription is. So I'm glad I waited for confirmation here because, yeah, this just pushed up right through. Well, we might now officially have the start of potentially a rising wedge. Maybe. So again, code Clay, all caps with Take Profit Trader will get you that 50% off. No activation fee. And most importantly right now for you bigger account lovers, lock in that $100 reset fee. Okay, maybe I'm going to look for a short up around that trend line there. Okay, I'm short. See if we can get a rejection off the trend line here. I'm going to trust this trend line. I don't think the price is going to survive up above there too long. So ideally here we just witnessed a fake break of the upper part of this rising wedge. Rising wedge is a bearish pattern, by the way. Does not mean the price is going to go lower. That's not how patterns work, but come on. Almost tempted to short some more right here as it's once again pretty much bumping its head right on the trend line, which was my original thought. Come on, come down. Should I have taken the scalpy scalp? Maybe. Added some more. Do I even need it to drop inside of the trend line anymore? No. I don't even need it to fall back inside that trend line to be back in the green. So that's what I'm essentially trusting right now. Come on, get back below that blue line. Come on. There we go. So just like that, even if it now back tests the trend line and bounces back up, that's okay. I was still in a position where even if it just pulled back to the trend line and bounces, I would have been green. So decided to get out because I can always get back in again. Now I will look very stupid if this thing just keeps dropping down. I will be well aware of that. But again, when you are calling me stupid, you have to remember you're operating with a different data set than I had. You have this data set called Hindsight. But the data set I was working with was, well, not Hindsight. Sounds good, Lucas. I appreciate that. Despite opening day in oil, I just had to wait. 5 hours. Hey, you have the patience of a saint. Ooh, all right. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in a short again if it wants to come back up. Now, this one will be a very simple premise. Short at the red line, stop at the green. No. Like I said, so essentially that whole time I was, in my mind, thinking, okay, fake breakout of the rising wedge. Bearish pattern, sure, it broke through the top of it, but like I said, just because something breaks doesn't mean it can't be a fake break. Now, I'm sure there's other probably cooler terms for what I did there, but for me, I just try to keep it simplistic and just call it a fake breakout. Or just a fake break. Because it did break, but I thought it was fake. You know? So fake break. I'm sorry if that doesn't make you... But Clay, if I called it a blah, 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 it makes me sound smarter. Okay. Well, then I guess go call it whatever that thing with a bunch of abbreviations is called. I'm just going to call it a fake break. That's true. Barbara does not need hindsight. Barbara is hindsight, I think. Barbara operates outside of time. Well, I'll go ahead and cancel that one out. That could be true. Dude, that's next level. Or I'm sorry, dudette. Since you're sorry, Maggie, dudette. Dudette, that's a good point. Barbara might be married to Marky. Who's Marky? Oh, he's Marky he's the guy that controls the market. Marky the market maker, he lives in the basement of Fort Knox. He uses a Windows 95 computer on a 56K dial-up modem. That's what I should have just so. Well, I don't remember the guy's name yesterday. Who was here for the Illuminati discussion yesterday? Who remembers the Illuminati discussion? Zooks, you're just trying to get banned, aren't you? Zooks, is that what you actually want me to do? Are you just trying to get banned? Yes, I can. Let's see. There you go. There's my 21 EMA settings. Right. So, surely, you're not actually serious with that comment, right? Did you get to the part yet about hindsight confirmation bias? Okay. Yeah, I'll still... Or is this just going to get... No. I'm going to go for this. Yeah, let's go right here. Okay. I'm risking about... we'll call it 10 points with slippage. Trying to get filled at the red line. Are you serious? I can't... Did I put that... No, I don't think I put that order in after the fact. Move my entry up a little bit more just so I can keep... so now I'm at about 6 points. With slippage, let's call it about an 8-point risk here. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. So I'm pretty much looking to play like a combo, double top, fake break of the rising wedge, but if it is... Okay, now I'm in. Very simple premise. It either is going to get rejected back down into the pattern, or it's not. And if it's not, I'll have a losing trade. Not looking the greatest right now, but you got to let the thing cook a little bit. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Keep cooking, though. Oh, you got my hopes up, you dirty rat. You little tease. Oh, now you're going to come up and stop me out. What a dirty... I hate when the market does that, when it teases you. It's like, yeah, I'm going to send it green. No, just kidding. Stop out time. Stopped out. All right. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, Zooks, exactly. So there you go. You didn't do anything stupid. I mean, that cooked a lot of people. That was a very logical trade. And the reason why we all think that move was crazy, like seeing all those things, Zooks, is because like we all realize, well, that's not the norm. Like the not norm happened, hence us all being like, ooh, ah. Right, unless you live in Iran, like fireworks going off in the sky is a rare thing. So that's why 4th of July, us Americans are like, ooh, ah. Did I miss something, Jocko? Yeah, I got to look more at the TPT scorecard thing because it's almost like it's taking in, like, I don't know if it's doing the math the way I do the math. Like, in theory, you could lose, let's just say you could blow up 10 50K accounts, so that would show $20,000 of losses. However, it's only actually, let's say, $1,000 of your own money loss. And then if on account number 11, you make $1,000, well, then you're like back to break even. But I think all that scorecard would show you that you're still at like a $20,000 loss. So like, okay, yeah, even though like out of your own wallet, you're back at break even, with all these stats, you're still down like 18 grand. I think that might be what they're doing, which I'm like, well, I don't know if that's very useful because that's not the type of math I'm doing. Like that's not actually the relevant math the way I look at prop firms, which I know, and I won't explain it again. I already did. But hey, Zooks, sorry, I distracted myself. Thank you for using code Clay and all those. Yeah, oh, that is what they're doing? Okay, yeah, to me, that's very, the way I look at the prop for, that's, yeah, now let me put it, I'm not saying it's worthless. I'm just saying for the way that I look at prop firms and I'm looking at the numbers, it's not offering me a whole lot of insight. Okay, so I am understanding that right. Because I was looking at my numbers, I'm like, why do my numbers look so like, what is going on? Like, I know that I've definitely paid out, or I've been paid way more than I paid in. And I'm like, but why is it showing like, I was like, oh, wait, is that what it's doing? Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Again, if you cook 10 counts and then they're holding it against you as like you actually lost 20,000, it's like, well, wait a second. You only lost $1,000. Largest trade you've ever made? I don't know, James. Well, I do know. It was back on LinkedIn IPO day. If you looked at LinkedIn, who is no longer available because Microsoft bought him, but LNKD, if you pull up that IPO chart, it was a very good trade, but then it's easy to laugh at now. But then I think I gave it all back. I don't know if I gave it all back. But yeah, LinkedIn IPO day was an interesting day. Got any flip trades? No, I don't need to do any flip trades right now. Well, that was a little annoying. Popped up, stopped me out, and then came down here, and I think that would have at least hit my first target. Oh, well. Also, it takes into account when you have to lose money for consistency. Oh, yeah. Interesting. So that might have to be some feedback that I can give. It's like when you select the filters, like to be fair to them, this is like version 1.0. So yeah, maybe down the line they can filter some of that stuff out. Yes, M Powers, you still need to do those are what are called flip days, where you make a flip trade. What is a flip trade? You pull up one MNQ and you buy sell as fast as you can. So you'll either make a couple bucks, lose a couple bucks, but who cares? The only point of doing a flip trade is that you can lock in another day to get it up to your 5. She's looking weak. Are you short, Bryn? You're welcome, Empower. I do agree. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think I have to get short here. Like, I don't have a choice. Look at this 5-minute. Look at all these upper shadows. Holy smokes. I agree with Bryn. This is looking weak. Which on a day like today, does that mean it's about to just explode to the upside? Maybe. Okay, I'm short. If I lose, I'm blaming Bryn. If I win, I'm just calling myself the greatest trader ever. See how that works? Just in case there's a quick move down, I want to be prepared to at least capture it. I'm not saying there will be a quick move down, but you never know. In case the price all of a sudden gets spicy for a moment. Come on. Come on. Like I said, this is mainly based on the 5-minute time frame. Thank you. Okay, this will be a green. Yeah, somebody. Don't act like you don't speak other languages when things go in your favor. Don't judge me. Okay, stop right there in green. Come on, make me speak another language again. Make me speak another language. Do it. Get down there. Some more. Hit that next one. Oh, I'll speak another language. Bryn, did you get in? I told you it was great. I'm the smartest trader ever, Bryn. I told you. I told you it was looking win, Bryn. You remember that? When I told you that, it was looking weak? I hope you listened to me, Bryn. I told you. I'm the one that brought it up. All right, stopped out there. Yes, my wife got back. Thank you for everybody for asking. Wife got back at 11:41 p.m. Central Time. Car is fixed. I have not looked at the number. I don't want to know what they charged us. I'm assuming my wife just wrote a check. So when I'm doing the numbers at the end of the month, or I guess however you look at that, the beginning of next month, I'm sure I'll see it and then I'll maybe be a little bit chilled out by that point. Good job, Bryn. Hey, Clay, do you think they will come out with I don't think so. I think Apex I'm not. Apex used to have that, right? Didn't they have a 300K account too? And now those are all gone. So I would assume the prop firms have, looked over. I don't know about looked at the data, but I don't think so. No, I think that ship has come and gone, and Apex had the reasons for getting rid of it. I don't know what those reasons were, but it must not have been. It did not make sense for them because they got rid of it. Companies don't get rid of things that make sense. But yeah, I bet, but I could be wrong. Maybe, maybe Take Profit Trader, maybe another, Lucid or Tradeify or who knows who. Maybe tomorrow they come up with a 500,000. Well, I mean, remember our prop firm that we're going to do, the Baboon Pit, we're going to have a $500,000 capital account and charge $10 for it. Now, remember the hidden part of this, because remember, we're taking advantage of the people that shop based on price, not on rules. So you should shop not based on the price of an account, but on the rules of the account. But for the people that don't realize that, yeah, we're gonna $500,000 account for $10, but we're gonna have like 4,000 rules. So we are never gonna make a payout because that ain't nobody gonna be able to keep up with all our rules that we're gonna have attached to this thing. But that's okay. We're gonna charge 99% off. $10 for 500K purchasing power. We're gonna make a lot of sales, folks. And we will never have any payouts because nobody's going to be able to maneuver through our thousands of rules. RDW keeping me afloat. Oh, like a investment or a swing trade or something, Chris? People who got huge payouts were mostly milking the big accounts. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. Nobody, listen, unless you're at the business table, then nobody knows why exactly they got rid of them. Are there probably some very, very good guesses? Sure. But yeah. All I have a very sneaky suspicion with is, yes, it did not make sense within their business model. Yeah, exactly. We will all have Lambos because there's so many baboons out there, hence the Baboon Pit, that are like, oh, it's so cheap. What about the rules? I don't care about the rules. It's 99% off. Okay. I have Moogie. It makes more sense for them. I mean, maybe it does. Hello? Who are you? Are you guys back? Why don't you go? Oh, you're okay. Better lay down, buddy. Are you feeling better now? Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better now? Okay. Yeah, make sure you're drinking water. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, just take it easy, drink some water. Got spooked for a second. I thought my family was over at the house because they have not seen the house for about a week now, and they're raising the second level trusses today. The crane has shown up. But anyways, then I heard a voice. I'm like, I did not realize the kid got left behind. And given when you have 6 kids. And no puberty has happened yet. Kind of everybody sounds the same. You know what I mean? If you have kids, you're not right. So hence, well, who are you? I can't recognize you based on your voice. Exactly. Yeah. Who are you? Like which one? That's right. I didn't know. I was like, who are you? Like many of the trolls that show up here, they haven't hit puberty yet, so their parents have to be like, hey, who are you? Because they can't distinguish between them, Just name them all Clay. So, reward. You say identify yourself. So like a running joke is this though. Like, I don't say identify yourself, but I say this. So if like somebody comes in or whatever, or I don't know, like if they're, I'm just like, state your name and purpose. That's what I always say to them. State your name and purpose. So they're like, I don't know. It's Faye, and I'm getting some milk from the fridge. Okay. State your name and purpose. And I always say purpose like that. State your name and purpose. It's Kit, and I'm looking for my blankie. All right, I think the rising wedge here has done its part. I'm going to get rid of it for now. Yeah, I can just, clay 1, clay 2. I have 4 daughters, though. I don't know if... Clayette. Maybe I could have named the girls Clayette. You are so... Depends on the day. All right. Do I trust the 21 EMA again? I took a trade right here. It paid nicely. Once again, we're getting hammers at this area. I got to give it a try. Let's see it keep coming up. I am long. Trying to trust the hammers and trust the 21 EMA to carry me home. Country roads. Come on, take me to West Virginia. Where's that? Up at this white line. Come on. Take me home. Hit my first target. Come on. Come on. Come on, country roads. I want to go to West Virginia with Cletus. How can I not even get that little... I'm just trying to do a little risk management here via position size. All right, this lack of going to West Virginia has me worried. Why? Take me home, country roads, to the place. Took another one out. Come on, brother! Get up there, Cletus. Don't you like West Virginia? These are not very nice country roads right now. I thought this was going to be a beautiful country road right up here. So there. Okay, watch. Let me cook. Call me Pablo. Not Escobar, Picasso. So there's our road. Come on, country road. You dirty... Oh, what is it? Road construction? What kind of trade is this? Country road... Dude, I need to make a new system. We'll call it Country Road Concepts. Come on, take that country road. Uh-oh. No, there's no road construction. There's no orange cones. Dude, imagine the people that are just showing up right now. They're like, what am I looking at? Who is this artist? I've never seen anything so beautiful in my life. Come on, country roads. Get on that road. Took another one out. The more it hesitates, the more I'm getting worried. I still have 5, but I'm just doing a little risk management via reducing position size. I think there might be road construction here, folks. But I could be wrong. There might be road construction. Took another one off. So I'm now at half size of where I started. I think there might be road construction. But I could be wrong, which is why I'm still trying to let it get on these country roads. Come on, West Virginia's beautiful. Those rolling Appalachian mountains, let's go. Sing it with me, everybody. Country roads, take me home to the place. Come on, get on that road. All right, Cletus, fine. I'll take another one out. I got 3 left. I think it's road construction. I don't know. Yeah, traffic jam. Something's going on. Thank you, JJ. What strategy are you using? Country road concepts. I'm looking for an asphalt sweep. Come on, 21 EMA. You going to do your thing or not? There we go. Come on. Come on. Maybe that was the repair shop. Okay, yeah. Let's see if this is a repair shop. Let's see if the mechanic did their job right. Uh-oh. Come on, mechanic. You're working on it. Fix that car. Fix it. Oh, are you a scam mechanic? Uh-oh. I think the mechanic's a scam. Fix it, mechanic. This is no longer the 21 EMA. That's the mechanic. And it's all about, is it a scam mechanic or do they know how to fix you up? Right here, this mechanic, they knew how to fix. Oh, I think I might have just gotten scammed by this mechanic. Oh, or no. Are you a scammer? Okay, maybe they know what they're doing. I don't know. Still unknown. Is this mechanic legit or not? I don't know. Come on, mechanic. Fix it up. I mean, the mechanic right now is acting like he's a legit mechanic. I'm not convinced yet, though. If we can get back on this country road, I'll believe him. I'll give him a 5-star Yelp review. Come on, mechanic. I want to give you a 5-star Google review. Let's go, brother. See, do you see what I'm doing, though? I'm framing this where if this is a losing trade, I can blame somebody else. Who? The mechanic. Oh, you little... Oh, you're one of those mechanics that make me think you're legit. Uh-oh. I think I might be getting scammed by the mechanic. Come on. I promise I'll leave you that 5-star Google review. If you can get this thing to take me to West Virginia. Come on. Come on. What are you talking about? Spread my candles out. What? Poppy. Put down the poppy seeds. What are you even talking about? Come on. Get it. Come on. Let's get back on these country roads. Oh, you little dirty. What kind of fuel did you put in it, mechanic? Huh? Did you put oil or baby oil in my engine? Right now it's looking like baby oil. If you go back to the 25-minute mark, rookie, my day has not been so hot either. Oh, you mean this? The y-axis? Next time, just say the y-axis. Now, I thought you meant like between the candles, like between these. Come on. Are we about to start singing together again? Come on, Country Roads. Now's the time, right? Dude. I can't. It'll mess up my roads right now. I'll do it on the next one. You have no idea how bad I want to just this to go. Not necessarily because it'll be a green trade, but I just want to start belting out Country Roads. My Country Road concepts will sell that much better. Like it'll be that much easier to build a cult if this actually works out. We got to go back to the mechanic again? Is that what you're telling me? Come on, I'm trying to build a cult here. Help me out here, Marky. I don't know, Sean. Sometimes the option expiration, I don't know, the triple witching, all that sort of stuff. Personally, I think that stuff's a little overrated, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should put a little bit more emphasis on it. I just want to sing a song. I just want to sing it. And build a cult. Build a cult. Like, look at the 5-minute, though. If you were to pull up the 5-minute right now, I mean, so many nice hammers all in a row. Like, are you going to do something or not? Sometimes patience is required. Was that yesterday where I got that bull pennant breakout? Or was that a couple days ago? Well, I mean, it's 3 MNQs. And at the end of the day, it's a prop account, so it is what it is. But I'm also doing Country Road concepts. There are no hard stops in Country Road concepts. Is there news right now? I don't think so. If there is, the market does not care about the news, that's for sure. Yeah, hit that like button if you have not yet. Come on. Come on, Country Roads. Get on that road. Get up to West Virginia. What's West Virginia? The white line up there. Country roads, take me home. Come on. Dude. All right, I'm taking another one out. Down to 2 now. I don't know. I think it's... I will give credit where credit's due. Good mechanic. This was a legit mechanic here again. Thank you, mechanic, for fixing up my car. But I think we're down to 1 lane or something right now. There we go. Come on, get up to West Virginia. All right, let's do this. Let's make sure this is now officially a winning trade. So let's put my stop right there. Next target is at West Virginia. There we go. And then after that, if it wants to go beyond West Virginia, then I'll have one contract to enjoy that ride. Yeah. Here in Iowa, some of the country roads are just gravel. Hey, thank you, Wolf. I appreciate that, sir. Truly. You fed some hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps, feeds hungry children. I appreciate that. I'm using TradingView. When I take a position, I don't stop loss. Okay. Come on, country roads. Dude, if it gets up there, the cult will begin. Country road concepts coming your way. Just a matter of time before you're going across Twitter and people are talking about, I'm a country road concept trader. I'm a CRC trader. CRC! There we go. Hashtag CRC. It's going to start to spread like wildfire if this thing can get up to West Virginia. And this will stand for, yes, country road concepts, but also Clay really cooks. I'm the smartest man alive. But it's first got to get up to West Virginia. And then right here, there's a hidden M right there. What is that? What does the hidden M stand for? Clay really cooks meth. There it is. Do it! If that hits, the cult shall begin. Carry me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountie Mama. Country road. What is that lyric? Mountie Mama or something like that? I don't know. Get up there. Let's let the cult begin. Okay, I need to move up my stop a little bit more now, at least. There we go. So I like this. My risk is now making 8 points. Reward unknown. See what happens with country road concepts? You can put yourself in a spot where your risk on the trade is making 8 points. Think about that. My risk right now is I make 8 points. That's country road concepts for you right there. CRC. Mountain Mama, City Boy. Mountain Mama, okay. You know what? I'm going to get a little greedy, folks. I'm going to go beyond West Virginia. I'm going for the breakout now. Don't judge me. You don't know me. You don't know me. The only thing you know about me is I'm good looking and have a songbird-like voice. That's the only thing you know. White line is the high of the day. So the price can never get above that white line. The white line itself will just adjust itself higher, if anybody's wondering. Dude, this has been such a long trade. I will tell you this, though. The little story has helped me stay patient about the mechanic and... Dude! So that it all makes sense. People no longer ask what moving average do you use. They'll be saying, what mechanic do you use? I like the 21 EMA mechanic, you know? And I'm out. All right, well, there you go. Country Road Concepts, hashtag CRC. Look at ES. Oh, wow, yeah. ES just made a minute. So here's ES here. I just don't get it, though. Like, this big distance here is 5 points. I don't get it. I don't get it. NQ overextended? Well, on what time frame? On this time frame, and it's definitely not overextended. That's why time frames matter, folks. Time frames provide context. Because in this situation, NQ is by no means overextended. We have pulled back. We have consolidated. Now, maybe on another time frame it is, though. The 5 minute. Yeah, I don't see overextension there either. Now, when it looked like this, when the chart looked like that, well, even when the chart looked like that, that seemed a little, and then, okay, now it's definitely overextended. Nope. And then finally, gravity showed back up. But yeah, I don't really see overextension here. I just see kind of consolidating. That's a super interesting candle, though, right there. All right, I got to get back. Maybe getting a little bit bearish biased once again. Sorry, the 1 minute chart. Dylan, I think you've started to hang around with new kids. And these new kids are like, hey, Dylan, come here. So you see this can of paint? Yeah, oh, what are we gonna paint, kids? Dylan, we're not painting. We're gonna sniff it. Hang around new kids, okay? I don't know when you started hanging out with these kids, but this is not the Dylan I know. So, gotta find new friends. Okay, potentially short up here. Want to see it go up. I want to see it bump its head on that white line and then come back down. And if it comes back down, I'll try to, right here, like this would be beautiful. I don't really want to see it come down. The more it comes down, the more I have to adjust my entry. And the more I have to adjust my entry, the more the risk profile changes. So I'd like to try to keep it as tight of a risk profile as possible. Gravity is gone. I suppose that depends on the time frame. But yes, there is a moment this morning where there is no gravity, and it cooked me. Yeah, trying shorts here. Yep, still first need to see it hit that white line, and then I don't see how it behaves at the white line. Sorry if this is asked a lot, but what contracts is the tune? That's NQ. Hey, thank you, K-Storm. Oh, man, that's great. Congrats. Your first, let me ask this. Is this your first prop firm payout ever, or just your first one from Take Profit Trader? But this is NQ. These are my NQ trades. And then this is MNQ. Either way, congrats. Either way, congrats. I'm just asking out of more so curiosity. And to all of you telling him congrats, I like that a lot. That's great. I like to see the community, the culture that's we're slowly building over week by week, trying to draw in non-lip flappers and good quality people that are happy for others. So for all of you that are congratulating him, I love it. Love to see it. First prop firm ever. Congrats, man. Good job, brother. And thank you for the super chat, too. Okay, here we go. I started the stream down to 90. If you were to scroll back, Poppy, to the beginning of the stream, you would see this number was not here. That's right, SMT. You got to just keep... Well, first off, congrats on being able to get to a pro. I know you're kind of bummed, but it's a journey. A lot of people, there's a moment where it feels like, and I remember being there, like, do people actually pass these accounts? So that's the kind of the first stage is like, just proving to yourself that you can even pass an eval. Okay. Might do the short here. Big drop in oil. That was an NQ trade, the red. That was off stream. That was before the stream started. Where's oil? Where's oil? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. You got my hopes up. You got my hopes up. Yeah, I guess suppose this is a bigger drop, but I was expecting a little bit more carnage. Okay, Dylan, I want to know how you would make money from this observation. High chance we break out and fake out this high. Cool. Now tell us, how would you make money from that, though? Can you give us 3 numbers? Can you give us an entry point, a stop loss, and a target? Because what you're doing right now are just making broad statements. And as I discuss all the time, that doesn't really accomplish anything, because it's very easy to be right from a broad statement wise, but if you get the nuances wrong, you could just miss the trade. You could potentially get stopped out before it even goes in your favor. So teach us. I want to know. That's a fair observation, but I want to know, let's make it very practical now. How would you actually make money from that observation? No, I'm actually asking you that right now. So how do you plan to make money from it? Where would you look to get in? Where would your stop be? And where's your target at? Hey, good morning, Eddie. I have short order at... Hey, top 40. I have short order at 8:02. All right, Lucas, I love to see it. Love to see it, Lucas. A man of courage. Man that has given us a trade plan ahead of time. Shorted. Okay, well, Bryn, next time we need to see some numbers in real time, brother. We don't do trust me bros around here. You should know that. Yeah, especially when you're telling us you short at the very top. Excuse me for my skepticism that you got short at the very top there. Now, had you called that out ahead of time, no problem. Trust me, bro, I shorted the top. Okay. Trust me, bro, I bought Bitcoin for 50 cents a coin. 5,000 coins. Trust me, bro. I added at the top. Yeah, trust me, bro. Entry. Okay, here we go. Entry 770. Stop 785. Okay, there we go. Love to see it. Love to see it, Dylan. Whether this trade works out or not does not matter. You have all of our respect because you are a courageous person that was willing to give some numbers out. Okay, here we go. Top 40 is in at 770, targeting 820. Stop. There we go. Okay, he is definitely a sway trader. Nothing wrong with that, but he is willing to hold for the next couple hours if need be. But again, regardless of what happens with top 40, he has our respect. That is a man of courage. That is not a lip flapper, which we all appreciate. No, I can't even trust you there, Bryn. I bet you can. It's not hard to get into a position, because I understand sometimes people have to wait for confirmation. But like as soon as you get in, just okay, in here, stop here. I'm watching the sim. I shorted the top two. Believe me, bro. It was during Asia and it wasn't. I mean, I don't mean to laugh at you. I just, you know what I mean. No, that's fair enough. Oh, that's mean. That's mean about the furries. I don't trust this long right now. If anything, I'm thinking short. Just looking over here at the 5-minute. Ooh, wait, we do. We have, I think, a new rising wedge in. Oh, yeah. That is a rising wedge, all right. Okay, all right. We need to get serious here for a second. All right. Let me cook real quick. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm shorting right up there. Looking for, let me get this bottom part in real quick. Oh yeah, I'll call this a, oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Now, just because something's bearish doesn't mean it will for sure go down. But I am not in the mood for any longs right now. Yeah, I have not. I keep seeing this hantavirus. Okay, I can't talk. I cannot talk about the hantavirus. Okay. Maybe a fake breakup, or is it just going to get flat out rejected? No. Okay, here we go. You're going to get back up to that area. Okay, you, Brad B. No, wait, I'm thinking of Brad C. Okay, never mind, Brad B. You're not, never mind. Every day, all-time highs. Seems that way. Okay, I'm going for a short here, the red line. Looking for a rejection of the upper part of this rising wedge. There we go. I'm in. Come on, rising wedge. Do your thing. I'll take that. Scalp. Shrapnel, or what is that? Flak. The flak trade. There are a lot of Brads. Yeah. Brad or James. Brad or James. It's like a back and forth fight between those two. My trades, I look for 100 points. Cool. Yeah, that's you are a sway trader. What's a sway trader? I don't know. I can't remember who coined the term. We're just combining day trader and swing trader into one, because that's one unique thing about the futures is every day the market's open 23 hours. So you could literally be in a trade for 23 hours, which technically, since it's part of the same session, it's a day trade. But I mean, 23 hours might as well be a swing trade too. So like, hence a sway trader. So yeah, if you're running, 100-point targets, 60-point stops, none of us are saying anything wrong with that, but you are definitely, I would not call a scalper. You are a sway trader where you're like, hey, if I have to hold this thing for 8 hours, so be it. To me, that sounds miserable, but that's to me. If you're like, well, Clay, for me, holding the trade for 7 seconds would have me stressed out of my mind. Hey, I can respect that. White line is what color? Is what Colts? Huh? Thank you, Skeletor. We better be winning the back. Yeah, I don't know, James. It's a back and forth. But yeah, Brad and James seems to be most. You gonna scalp more short? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what the next 5 minutes will bring. For me, the longer traders with smaller positions is about risk management. I will. Yeah, again, that fair enough, Lucas. Everybody is different. All right, rising wedge, doing what rising wedges do. Just smack that price right back down. Do we get the breakdown though? Look at, you can't make that up. That trend line was there right there. The next time somebody says charts are a scam or anything like that, you just be like, okay, thanks for your thoughts. Now, are charts perfect? No, I'm not claiming that. But like, come on now. So maybe thinking about a short down through the rising wedge. We'll see. But as of now, it bounced right off it. Yeah, what is hantavirus? Is it like super lethal? It's not like Ebola. Look at that bounce. Look at that. Right off the line. Now, let me be clear. I'm yapping. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But notice I didn't make any money from it. So, like, even if you can draw trend lines and read charts, you do still have to be able to execute. To keep this as objective as possible, I am flapping my lips right now in the name of charts. Because it drives me nuts when people are like, charts are reading tea leaves. It's like, well, wait a second here. It's from the poop of mice. Is it super lethal or what? Or is it like, I mean, all I know about is there was like a cruise and then some people came back. And then like 2 of the people had it or something, but they're I think in Omaha, Nebraska, which is not great because that's like 3 hours from us here where I'm at in Iowa. 25% death rate? What? Is that true? It seems like it would be like huge news right now if it was like a 25% death rate. That's what they said. Well, who is they? Oh, it's low contagion though. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So that's where it balances it out. So it's like Ebola. Super low contagion rate, but pretty nasty. It is huge news. It is. Okay. So if I open up a news app, the first thing I'm going to see is about hantavirus. Let's see. No. Okay, we're on 4. Even right now, 4 down is Trump and China stuff. 5, 6. Okay. Granted, that was a sample size of 1. But yeah, on that news app, nothing mentioned. Right. Well, I mean, I would. For me, my definition of huge news would be like if I open up my news app right now, it is like, okay, here's when we first started the stuff with Iran. Like that was huge news. No matter what news app you were on, like if you open up that news app, there'd be like a red or something banner that is like, hey, this is going on. That's what I would personally consider huge news. All right, maybe another short up here. I'm interested in another short. Wild bounce off the bottom of the pattern, though. Crazy. Like I said, I've definitely seen stuff on it, but yeah. Watch SOXL. I'm not watching a freaking ETF. I'm here to trade futures, brother. You're trying 779 shorts again. Where would your stop be, Cam? Over the highs, I'd assume. That ETF is running the NQ. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't short that. This seems very overextended. Remember, this move here started all the way up here. So as it drops, it's like, okay, that seems like a total chase. So I can't, if this leaves me behind, so be it. But I'm having trust issues shorting that breakdown. I'm on my side. I thought you were long. Weren't you long? Top 40? Maybe I have it wrong. I do know that you gave numbers, which is always good. Long from, okay, you got long at 770. Your stop loss is 720. Okay, so you're still in. You're still in. Hey, good morning, Nero. Hey, Nero, I know you're a TPT user. But I haven't seen you in a couple days. Are you aware of their sale right now? What's SanDisk doing? Has it come down at all yet or no? It's still on FATN. Remember that pumper and dumper from yesterday? It's funny. Okay, pull. Not a crash though. Right now, it kind of just looks like a methodical pullback. So, yeah, Nero. What size TPT accounts are you? Okay, see, that's why I did not. So, to toot my own horn a little bit now, don't worry, I'm not a egomaniac. I've done plenty of stupid things. But right there, that was definitely a very wise decision on my part to not trust that breakdown there because it was oh so overextended. But okay, once again, I am interested in a shorter pair. Can you screenshot on this chat? No. Like post screenshots, no. Okay, if this thing is just going to keep beast moding up, I'm going to have a losing trade. But I'm going to try to get a short right at this trend line here. And if it, like I said, wants to just keep going straight up, then so be it. I'm looking for a short at the top of the pattern. Again, the rising wedge is still in play. In fact, it's just confirming itself more and more as the rising wedge. It is now. Has it been like a perfect respect? No. Right here we had a couple fake breakouts, down here a couple fake breakdowns, but the structure is still there of the pattern. I'm an ego. Oh my dude, reward. Have you started hanging out with Kyle? Dude. That was hideous. That was a hideous joke. Hideous. Like, I kind of want to give you a free all expenses trip to the timeout room. I mean, is this candle really going to get wiped away? That would be nutso all of a sudden. Like, this is becoming very nutso. Like, think about it. We were looking at a huge red candle, now a huge green. Huge, I realize that's kind of subjective. But now are we going to see this all of a sudden come right? That'd be wild. Look at this 5 minute, though. This 5 minutes is like bonkers. All these long upper shadows, like the rising wedge. I mean, I can very realistically see a pullback coming to at least right here, this pivot point. But who knows? The 21 EMA might show up to play ball and not let the price down through there. A pullback, a breakdown of this wedge all the way down to the overnight high. Yes, anything's possible. I don't know if I would look for that, but I could see this pivot point potentially coming in play with the breakdown of the pattern. They want 30K. Oh boy. I won't ask who they is. Who hopefully just means the market, like market making of buyers and sellers. Hopefully it's not the Illuminati, like that one dude from yesterday. Who's they? The Illuminati. Oh boy. Market. Okay. Whew. Whew. I don't know if I can stand another Illuminati discussion. No. You mean the market, as in buyers and sellers. You definitely do not mean the market maker. Buyers and sellers, supply and demand. If that's when you're just talking, oh man, I hope they bring it up. And if you're just saying, well, I hope the buyers overrun the sellers. Cool. That's what I would say determines the market. Buyers versus sellers. But if you're telling me, I hope the Illuminati wants it, it's like, oh boy. We need to sit down and have a chat, brother. Well, I mean, we're 250 points away. So, I mean, broadly speaking, I would agree. But I don't know what your definition of in play is. Now, given you're a sway trader, you're probably meaning it's in play within the next few hours, which is fine. But for me as a day trader, I definitely don't care about the next few hours. I care about like the next 5 minutes. There you go, dum-dum. See, now that comment, dum-dum, makes me think you're not a troll. But like yesterday, it's just like, I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure you out. Dumb. By Friday. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I fully agree. By Friday, could it move 250 points by Friday? Yes, I think that is more than, I mean, I would say that is in play for sure. I would not push back into that. But like I said, for me, not relevant. Man, oh, you got to give a credit too. This lower trend line is being a stubborn, dirty rat. Now, if you're a long, this is your knight in shining armor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. $30K is right. Yeah. I mean, we are within striking distance of 30,000 by Friday for sure. That is not to talk about 30K right now from that reference point. Now to talk about it right now like is irrelevant to me because I'm like, well, I'm not going to plan on trying to get a 220 point trade. Uh-oh. Oh boy, there's the rising wedge. Finally. I'm telling you what, folks, the rising wedge. I think it's one of the more overrated patterns out there. Wait, oh, no, I'm sorry. Underrated. Edit that. Time out. Underrated patterns out there. Not overrated. Underrated. All out. You said 720. Oh, you better not bounce now. But hey, top 40, shout out to you. You didn't get that one, but you know what? That's part of being a trader. I appreciate you not flapping your lips. You having the courage to give a trade plan. So, shout out. Okay. I'm telling you right now. You guys heard me talk about this beforehand. Look right where it bounced. The freaking 21 EMA. I was thinking that had a great chance, but I also made that comment, but the 21 EMA, that might be a problem. And as of now, that was the problem. Bounced right off that. I can't lose anymore. What do you mean you can't lose anymore? Imagine shorting the top. I was trying. You guys, like I said, now it looks stupid. In hindsight, what a stupid requirement. Why did I need to wait for it to actually get right up to this tread line? It was close enough. Well, I agree in hindsight it was close enough, but... All right, Bryn, have a good one. Go with Friday. Because here's the thing with the take profit trader thing, just to set the context, is this right here. New test price reset going live Saturday. So if you're doing 75K, 100K, or 150K, get in basically by tomorrow. Because on Saturday, sure, the 50% off goes until Sunday, but that reset, all the new numbers change on Saturday. So if you want to lock in $100 resets, again, on those bigger accounts, just err on the side of caution, get in by Friday. Also, 110 EMA on the 1 minute. Is that a joke, Ranger? The 110 EMA? All right. Well, top 40, good on you for getting out. I think you got about 10 points, so you saved yourself an extra 10 points. You're actually probably smarter than 70% of the world's population, statistically. Who are you talking to? I mean, I'm assuming me because you didn't tag anybody else, but I use 110 SMA. Well, I use the Ethiopian VWAP. So, how about them apples? think I want to leave the upper part of the pattern. I'm just debating, do I want to get rid of this lower part? Has it served its purpose? Hello? Hello? Trip? Is that you? Okay. All right, maybe kind of short, maybe kind of sort of. A short here, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Ethiopian VWAP. I'm ET. That's right. The Ethiopian VWAP is a holy grail. Short 55, stop 70. All right. Appreciate that. 110 EMA is the same as the 21. We got some people doing math here. Question: if I buy some evals, the time to pass the eval starts when you make the first purchase. When you buy the account, that's when because it's technically a subscription. So that is why I'm saying to buy those accounts before Friday, because from now until those accounts are either passed or you cancel the subscription, it'll always be a $100 reset. So that's why it's important to, if you want the $100 reset, now obviously the goal is to never have to use the reset, but you know what? Things happen. So if you do want to lock in that reset until those accounts are passed, so again, you could buy the account now and have to reset it 4 times before you ever pass, but each of those 4 times, even if it's a couple months from now, will still be $100, whereas other people are now going to be paying the new reset fees. Does that make sense, Nas? Or I'm sorry, Nero? Hey everyone, this market is crazy. Yeah, I know. This has been it's been interesting. All right, I'm going to try a long down here. At the overnight high. Man, rising wedge showed up in a big way. This is the knife catch. There's no need to lie to myself about it. As I say that out loud, I'm going to try to be even more conservative in the knife catch. Okay, that would be super conservative, right? You know what? I'm green. Why not? Okay, no guarantees here, but check it out. We have a former area of resistance, and then just basic technical analysis. When levels of resistance are broken, they tend to act as support. Oh, look, it acted as support there. Oh, look, it acted as support there. Will this act as support again? I don't know. There's no guarantees. But could somebody accuse me of having zero logic behind buying right there? I don't think so. I think I have good logic. Doesn't mean it'll work out, but I would not consider this a random entry. So yes, again, when it's dropping, I would still be catching a knife. So I'm not saying that I'm not catching a knife. I'm just trying to say that I'm trying to catch a knife at a logical spot. That's what I'm saying. Clay, thank you. Saved my account. Oh, I see what you meant when you said I can't take another loss. You meant as far as that account is concerned. Yeah, I was talking about being bearish here, huh? Why didn't I get short there? I don't know. Good job, though. Congrats. All right, Matthew, yeah. If that's a pattern you've recognized, go for it. Trying to catch a knife with both. Oh, yeah, I'll go with that analogy. Yeah, that's a good one. Trying to catch a knife, but I got some gloves down there. Crap, I'm going to forget about that order when I don't see it. I better just put a stop in just in case I do forget about it. There we go. Okay, now if I forget about it, I won't feel too bad. So TBT getting rid of the $100 reset on the... Yes, yeah. Yeah, per their email, to reset 150K moving forward will now be $199, which is why I'm saying if you love the 150K, now would be the time to load up from now until Friday and then lock in that $100 reset. We always used to talk here about kind of like what's one way you could go about figuring out what would be best. And we used to always talk about the bang for your buck argument. And the way the bang for your buck argument worked was because it's $100 across the board to reset an account. And if you just operate under the assumption you're probably going to cook an account, so you'll probably need to reset at least once. The question always became, well, what do you want that $100 to get you? Do you want the $100 to get you a 25K account, or do you want that $100 to get you the 150K account? And from that angle, the 150K always made the most sense because, well, if I'm going to plan on spending another $100, what kind of purchasing power would I want for that $100? But now the bang for your buck argument is now going to be irrelevant as of Saturday. You didn't... Camp, dude... Sometimes people want just drive me insane. Well, no, I'll back that off. Since the time Cam has been here, I probably haven't talked about it a whole lot. So, all right, I take back that comment, Cam. That probably makes sense. I should have. Getting Amazon stock, yeah, that's a good deal. My brother-in-law worked for Google. He worked for them for a while. And yeah, I don't know if he got 20% discount, but yeah, he got some crazy good, like their benefit package was really solid. All right, I'm looking for a short here. I will get short if it wants to come back down to this red line. Again, looking to get short at the red line. Will it come back down? Yep, build up that stable. Hey, Dylan, I know you meant nothing bad by that, but just leave other people's names out of here. Not because I think everybody else are scammers. I'm just saying I don't know the vast majority of other people out there. I just keep my head down, do my own thing. And this is the internet where, believe it or not, there are scammers. There are a lot of bad information out there. And I would hate for this chat to serve as a funnel, to funnel somebody to somebody that does have bad information. Again, I don't know who that name is. I'm not saying they do have bad information. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't want to take the risk, so please just keep other people's names out of here. And again, you don't even need to apologize. I understand you were not aware. I understand you don't mean anything negatively, but yeah, if you could do that, that would be appreciated. Well, I am glad I waited for confirmation for the price to come down. I'm still bearish, though. Okay, I'm going to look for a short now with the red line if it wants to come down to that red line. Basically looking for a rejection of the 21 EMA in the 5-minute. So this would probably make a little bit more sense to see it on the 5-minute, but... All right. Never mind. Well, I've been wrong about... my risk profile is too big now. My wife is home. I kind of want to go ask how it's coming. The house. Okay, this is that's worth at least taking a swing at short wise. Good job, top 40. Dylan, you don't, when you say trade options, are you talking about day trading options, Dylan? Oh. Okay, well, leap options are not, that's definitely not day trading options. That is swing trading, so we are outside of the category that I would call options garbage. Okay, that's fine. If you're swing trading, because I confess, you can do some interesting stuff swing trading. You know, the iron condors, the butterflies, the donkey dolphins. You know, so that's a different category. But yes, day trading options, nah, garbage. Mathematically, very easily provable, unless you like theta. Okay. Going to try a short here, see if it wants to get rejected off of that 21 EMA. Okay, I got 1. Okay, it gave me a partial of 1. Come on. Is it going to get rejected or is it not? Come on. Come on. Oh, I missed it. Crap. Come down and hit me. Now hit me. All right, I got to get out. Still a winning scalp, but whew, that was going fast. We're opposite Clay. Uh-oh, Mugiwara. Well, it's still possible for both people to make money. Looking a little bit shaky for you right now, but we'll see. Is trading future options any good? Where have you been, guitar guy? Have not seen you for a while. Why do you want to trade futures option? I mean, I don't know the answer to this off the top of my head, but do future options have theta? Does anybody know that? Uh-oh, Moogie. Doggone it. Well, it was supposed to be a scalpy scalp the whole time, which in hindsight, that was a stupid plan to scalpy scalp. Uh-oh, Moogie. I hope are you stopped out, Moogie? Things are so obvious in hindsight, it's crazy. Abby? Oh. How's it looking? Good. Is the crane there? Yeah. Were they putting them in place? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's what I thought, Hijinks. That's what I assume about options. They all have theta, but then I didn't know. I didn't know if there was something special about the distinction between futures options and... Whoa, hey, what was that? Moogie. Hello? Hello? I think I dropped off. I think I'm back, though, now. No, I should be back now. I don't know, yeah. My frame rate went to 0. I think we're all set now. Did we capture this where it just spiked down? Did we capture that? Moogie, where did you get long at? I don't understand how you could still be in this trade. You must have, well, if you had super small size, I guess you could have weathered that storm. Yeah, I do need to that's a good point. I do need to reset the modem. It's been a while. Oh, it happened right before? Okay. Moogie, blink twice. Are you okay? Just left break even? What? How could you have been... Okay. I don't understand. And now it's going straight back up, huh? I was in short. Oh, yeah. That's one of those, even when you're right, Mr. G, you still need toilet paper. Because you're, like, in the green so much so quickly, like... At least for me. I guess I can't speak for you. But for me, when those things happen, I mean, you guys have seen it before. Like, I just freeze up and I just have to click the get out button. Right off of the overnight high, though. I went long. No, stop. With what size, Mark? Did you survive it or no? What do you mean you canceled? What did you cancel? Oh, okay. 3 micros. Shout out to 3 micros. The benefits there of the micros. Whew. Glad you survived. Moogie, okay, is my... No, okay, that's just Tradovate being goofy now. Where did you... All right, Moogie, I have no idea where did you actually get long at? I was under the impression you got long up here because you told me, oh man, I went the opposite of you because I got short up here and you made that comment there. So where did you actually get long at? I canceled after making a ton in panic. Well, okay. That's not really, okay, you're not using the terms that I would use. You didn't, like, to me, cancel is like I had an order waiting out there, but then I canceled. I think what you mean is you exited the trade, right? So it sounds like what you're saying is you canceled the trade, aka I got out of the trade. I just don't really use that framework of talking. I would have said I exited the trade. Like if I say I canceled a trade, that means the trade never happened. I just canceled the trade plan. I long like 3 minutes before you went short at 7:19. Oh, okay. I thought you got long up here, which is why I was super confused on how like that move right there didn't just completely steamroll you. Unless, of course, you had very small size. But yeah, it's getting very, in fact, yeah, with as choppy as it just got, I'm going to take a quick... I'm going to go ask my wife real quick how the house is looking. I'll be back in a second. always has its thorns. Yeah, I guess you could see the crane from miles and miles. She was like, okay, do you know where XYZ thing is? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you could see the crane from there. So this thing must have been a monster. Granted, our property is on top. Like, southern Iowa's actually pretty hilly, believe it or not. I know if you're outside of Iowa, you're probably like what I was, and you just think Iowa is like completely flat and it's all corn. But southern Iowa is actually, don't tell anybody, but I would make the argument southern Iowa is one of America's best kept secrets. Because it is hilly and it is beautiful. But anyway, so we're on top of like a hill. She said, she's like, you could see the crane from here. And it was like not close to the property at all. So that crane must have been massive. And I see I didn't miss anything. I'm wondering now if we are officially in some chop. Or if you want to just call it a range. I mean, K-Pot? K-Pot's in Des Moines, so it's like, I don't know, 50 minutes. 50, 50, 5-0. PO3? Did he just call me something from Star Wars? Are you talking trash to me? You call me something? Are you calling me a droid from Star Wars? Call me PO3? Boy, you better watch yourself. Nobody calls me a droid. Other than my mama and my wife. What are you talking about? Call me a PO3. Dude, I didn't get anybody to laugh at that. That was a tough crowd. Tough crowd. I'm just kidding. I've never heard that. PO3 is supposed to equal mean chop. Interesting. I think, I don't know. I guess I can try trading the range. I'm not super confident, so let's go to half size. There we go. Wait, do I still have an order down there? No, I canceled that one. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to try to quote-unquote trade the range. Short will be at the red line. Stop is green. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about ranges, so that's why I'm cutting my position size in half. Try to be responsible about it. Pending short. Hey, I love that Western. A man of courage. Thinking of a short at 747. Okay, and then where would your stop be, Moogie? Which, as I've said before, Mugiwara could basically be the biggest troll ever. He will never get banned. Because if I ban him, I'll never be able to say in my life such a cool name, such as Mugiwara. Like, that guy can break any rule, and he will not be banned. Because I want to be able to say Mugiwara at least a couple times a day for the rest of the time I do this live stream, which is hopefully for the next 30 years. Hopefully we all grow old together, and I'll be in the nursing home with a nurse wiping my butt, and I'm sitting here still talking about, whoa. Okay, I guess we can try the opposite side, try the bottom of the range. Okay, I'm looking to play the bottom of the range. If that blue, if that green line turns blue. Okay. Okay, I guess I missed the bottom of the range now. Good grief. Man, people make it seem like trading the range is so easy. That's right, stop loss. Good to have you back. Glad you came back. Sounds like the stop loss did a body good. All right, yeah, we are officially, I would say, I'm not going to say like you can't make money here, but we chopping now. We chopping. Are you guys working this afternoon? Question mark. I plan on coming out if so. Nah, fam, we different. All right, we were basically in the middle of the range. Okay, let me actually map this range out. So bottom of the range is just the overnight high. I don't need to really map that out, but let's see. Okay, my definition of top of the range is right there. Maybe you disagree with that definition, but if you do disagree, then you're just wrong. Because this is how things work. This is me. This is me. This is the world. Okay? So if you disagree with the top of the range being defined as right there, well, by definition, if you accept this premise, you would be wrong then. I've got it at 38. Well, I mean, then you're wrong. Only somebody that does poppy seeds will put it at 38. Fixed range volume profile tool. Yeah, that's above my pay grade, Scott. I would have no idea how to use such a tool. Hard to take anything until we break out and retest this range. Fair enough. Fair enough, JSR. I appreciate you being able to define things and know when or when not you need to make a move. All right, have a good one, Nero. Don't forget about those take profits. Deal ends tomorrow. Same rejection as the green line. That is adding a little bit of spice. You're right. That 21 EMA, that thing has been smacking the price down, huh? That's a good eye. I don't even know how I didn't even notice that. Shame on me. 6%, yeah, exactly. 60% of the time, it works every time. Which does actually make sense. If you think about that statement, it makes sense. It's a tricky way to say it, but it does make sense. Where will it break? I don't know. Who's to say it'll even break? Maybe the question is where will it reject? Hey, relax. Some of you are just commish. Some of you are just, you guys just are not checking your emails. Let me bring it up here real quick. See if I can. Nope. I don't know the price off the top of my head, so okay. We'll talk about that in a second. I got to get short here at the top of the range, or at least I hope it's top of the range. Trade the range, they say. It'll be easy, they say. Just trade the range. Come on down. Come on. No, I need more than that. Come on. I'll take that. There we go. Another little scalp. Scalp half size, so it is what it is. All right, so here are... starting Saturday, so that's why I say be in by Friday to play it safe. But right here, 150K will now be 199 to reset. 100 will be 169. 75 will be 139. Now on the plus side of things, if you are somebody that likes the 25K and 50K, well then the new structure is actually helping you out. But if you like 75K or above, now would be the time to lock in those $100 resets. Because again, your accounts are subscriptions. So as soon as you buy an account, you will be locked in until you pass that account with $100 resets. So you may reset it 100 times from now until whenever you pass it, but at least every single one of those resets would be $100 compared to $199. So that is where... Clay, does this apply to accounts purchased before the new reset fee? No, that's what I mean. Is if you have purchased before, that is why it's so important right now to lock in the deal. Because once more, accounts are technically subscriptions. So as long as that account is active and you don't cancel the subscription or cancel the account, you'll be locked in at $100, which is, again, why I keep trying to emphasize. Because I know, even though as much as I preach it, and I know I'm annoying people on the live stream by saying it, there's still going to be somebody next week that shows up and they're like, what happened to the $100 resets? It's good, and that is the point next week where I'm going to need my straitjacket. How's it going, Clay? Got the target. Thank you, NX, and congrats, first off, well done. So that's definitely thing number one. Congrats. But yeah, thing number two, I appreciate you using code Clay. You are feeding hungry children. No, I mean, can I reset an account, say 25K? Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, Unknown Poppy, I think, good question. I think you'd want to cancel that account. Like, well, you would never want to reset the 100 or the 25K anyways. Because the 25K was always just cancel the account and go buy a new one. So yeah, now that I think about it, that's kind of irrelevant because you should never have been resetting 25Ks anyhow. No, I don't think so. So I would just cancel that out and then just wait until the new deal goes into effect, and then buy 25K. But again, if you are at 75K, 100K, or 150K, so if you enjoy this side of the line, now would be the time to, I guess, load up on as many accounts as you can. That way you lock in that $100 reset. Are you participating? No, I don't do competitions. I've never been in a single competition my entire life. I have certain thought. Yeah, I have mixed thoughts. Pretty much the thing that I have always griped about competitions is all they do is promote bad habits, right? Let's go big, yes, YOLO, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, I don't know. Okay, we're coming down. Okay. So a fake break right now of the up. Do we come down here and test the bottom? But no, I've never done a competition, and I just don't do the competitions. Because if I did a competition, I'm here to win. And the thing with competitions is other people are going big or going home. So like that's really the only way to win the competition is you have to just YOLO anyways. And then you just kind of have to roll the dice and see, are you going to be the one YOLOer that actually works? Because if you're trying to go all slow and methodical and trade responsibly, yeah, there's zero chance you're going to win. Because there's going to be, now of course, there's many YOLOers, their dead bodies are on the side of the roads. But the one or two that ultimately survive, because there's always going to be a couple survive, yeah, those are going to be the ones that ultimately win. So it's just like, to do a competition, I mean, you got to swing big. Can't go big there. Limiting the contracts to like 3 micros max. Oh, really? That's okay. That's an interesting twist to it. Okay. Wow. All right. I got it. I'm gonna try down here. I shorted the top of the range for a winner. Now I'm going to try to go long at the bottom of the range for a winner. Just trying to play the range, folks. Hey, Gary. Hey, All In Ballin'. Good to see you. Oh. Interesting, force fed. Where did... I What type of music do I like? Uh, I'll answer this way. The music I don't like is just like heavy death metal, whatever that's called, like where they're screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm not a fan of that. But pretty much other than that, I'm open to it. I cannot speak for Lucid because I don't use Lucid, so I'll speak about Take Profit Trader. But I assume all the prop firms are the same. But yeah, they will send you a 1099. I'm trying to play the range. Got the line. Got my entry right there. You know, let's do like a little bit of a fake breakdown right there. There we go. All right, here we go. Maybe. I am... All right, I did have another spicy area that I could try. Yeah, right here. I like this one even more. Okay, let's play a fake breakdown of the range. Exactly, dumb. Okay, so you're just trolling her. I'm figuring you out. You're saying that, correct? All right, this will help me understand you. You're saying that to be funny. You're not saying that to be serious. Is that fair, dumb? Am I understanding your comment right? Yeah, that is one of my arguments on why prop firms are great, because they make taxes so easy. Instead of having to hand your accountant piles of paperwork, you hand them a 1099 form. There you go. Okay, dumb, then you have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, so you were actually being serious yesterday. You're one of those guys. That's market makers and banks level. So what happens if I try to buy there? Then I just proved you wrong. Because that would be the market makers, the bank, and clay traders level. And if, let's say, top 40 bought there, now you're extra wrong. That would be the market makers, the banks, top 40, and clay trader level. And let's say Brad was buying there. Now you're 3 times wrong, because that would be a level where the banks are buying, the market makers are buying, and then clay trader, top 40, and Brad are buying. But to be like, yep, that's where the market makers or banks are buying. Well, yeah, probably true, but so are other people, because the market is made up. I bet there is hedge funds buying there too. I bet there's a little old lady in a nursing home somewhere who's bored out of her mind, so she's trading futures. I bet a little old grandma somewhere is buying there. Now, I do understand, okay, this is a stimulated environment. I'm just saying in general. To say that only market makers and banks are buying, what are you talking about? All right, have a good one, JSR. Oh my, how did I, okay, this is, real quick, I'm waving the white flag of total hindsight confirmation bias. However, for any of you that have been on the stream over the past, when I've started, you know that I talk about the 50 SMA, right? That's one of the indicators. And then on the 5-minute, look right where that thing bounced. And I never turned my head to look at the 5-minute. Totally did not even see that. Wow. Yeah, the level I wanted was down. Yeah, never, not, see? So that's where broad statements aren't good, right? I was right. It broke down. It was a fake breakdown and came back up. But the problem is that's just a broad statement. I got the details wrong. What detail did I get wrong? Well, the entry point. I was wrong about the entry point. It didn't quite break down far enough. So that is why broad statements are basically a joke. Like, broad statements don't mean anything. Because right there, perfect example. Because you can be right and then not make any money from being right. You could also be right and lose money. Those are the worst ones, where you're right, but you lose money because you get in, and then the part you get wrong is your stop loss placement, so it stops you out and then goes. Those are the worst ones, where you're right from the broad idea, but you lose money in the trade. Those are the tilt producers. Hourly and 15-minute is weak. All right, for those of you that use the hourly and 15-minute, FYI, Brad says they're weak. You'll have to take a gander and see if you agree or not. Where'd Dum Dum go? I think Dum Dum needs the ban. Clay, I do have a Discord. Yes. But what I've learned is, I think what most people are asking is, do you have a free Discord? And the answer to that is absolutely not. Heck no, I don't have a free Discord. Right here. Private community. How's gold silver been today? Gold made some crazy moves earlier today. Yeah, nothing too crazy. All right, I'll be there, boss. Oh! Oh! Ew, did I miss something, Dum Dum? I might have to throw myself in timeout. Oh, man, that's on me. You totally did. I'm sorry. I publicly apologize to Dum Dum. The cruel irony here is I'm actually, well, you guys already know I'm a Dum Dum, but like, here's confirmation I'm a Dum Dum. I apologize, sir. I totally missed that. Well played, sir. Well played. Give me a little pity. Get a little mercy would be appreciated. Sometimes it gets hard to try to read everything in the chat, think for myself, try to trade, find trades. Again, I am a dum-dum. I am at fault. I mean the apology, but a little bit of maybe grace would be kind on your part. All right, maybe a VWAP bounce here. Ooh, or okay, I'm going to fake break of the VWAP. Fake break of the VWAP. I'm looking to get longer there. That is a 200 SMA. Yeah, it sounds like that's all you need. The inner circle is the private community. If you already know how to trade, then you wouldn't need the mentorship program. So that's why I parsed those two out. If you already know how to trade, you wouldn't need the mentorship. So yeah, you can just join the private community. I like, well, depending on if you're a beginner to the prop firm space, I always say 50K. If you're experienced prop firm, well, if you're experienced, I guess by definition, you probably already know what size count you like. But yes, as you're asking Hans, for a beginner, I 50K. That doesn't mean you'll ultimately end up on a 50K as you gain more experience within the prop firm space, but I think that's a good spot to start. Again, looking for a fake breakdown of the VWAP. Now, so I do want it to be a true break. But right there, I want it to become a fake. Okay, here we go, maybe. Okay, oh, no. Okay, I'm catching a knife here. Okay, I'm in. Oh, boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we're getting spicy. Oh, boy. We're getting spicy here, folks. I don't even know if I made money or that or not. It is getting jumpy. It is getting jumpy, and what was it, earlier this week, I caught a knife. Well, I don't know. What do you call something if you do a catch the knife trade, but like it punches you in the face. Did you actually catch it? In other words, if you say you caught the falling knife, I think that means you had a winning trade. What is actually the logistics of this terminology? Me and you have history. We do? I mean, I remember just a couple of rough spots on the live stream, but I don't know if I'd really consider that history. It is like it cut me? Maybe that's what it means. Okay, okay. Now what I'm gonna look to do is hit the. Okay, this is risky, folks, but I have some wiggle room. I'm gonna go long if it bounces back to the green line. Risky trade though. Let's see if we can get the bounce here off of this general area. Only want to buy at the green line though. Okay, still not filling me. In my mind right now, I literally have every rose. And actually cuts me like a knife. Oh, that's why. That makes actually good sense. Oh my, I just had an epiphany. Is that cuts me like a knife? Please tell me that's what it is. It is. All right. Now, I'm not crazy. I am not crazy. What a relief. I'm like, why do I have this song in my head? This is why. And now I hear you found somebody new, and that I never meant that much to you. To hear that tears me up inside, and to see you cuts me like a knife. Okay, that makes sense why I have that in my head right now, while I'm trying to catch a knife. Okay. I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. There's actually logic behind my craziness. There we go. TPT allows up to 5. Well, I mean, you can have as many accounts as you want, but active at once would be 5 pros. Oh my, how did I miss that? What am I doing? What a dent. Look at that, right off the 200 SMA. And I am saying that in a very snobby tone. Because there's nothing more there's nothing that boils my blood more than when people just assume that I'm using EMAs. It's like, when did the SMA get kicked to the curb? When did that happen? Right here, that's the 200S. SMA, right off of it. I got to pay better attention to the 5 minute today. What am I doing? This is your type of... Well, like I said, I like it all. But I also, don't mind. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. I wasn't in total control. Let's see. Poker face. And then we got... It's like TNT. And then what else do I like? There's nothing like a view from the cheap seat. So we got country. I'm telling you, as long as it's not whatever it's called, I think death metal or heavy metal maybe, where like the guys literally just scream at the top of their lungs. As long as it's not that, I'm good. I love it when they call me Big Papa. So you throw me some Notorious B.I.G. A Mighty Fortress, for those of you that like hymns. I mean, who doesn't like a Mighty Fortress from the world of hymns? Whoa, okay. Well, this borderline, is there news out? Is there some sort of tweet now, I'm wondering? So a tweet, check Twitter. Do we have a Twitter tweet somewhere right around the 115? With Take Rapid Trader, how long can you keep past accounts in the whole? As long as you want, Chris White. Yeah, that's one of the great things about the racehorse model, which is I do, is you do not have to activate an account right away. As soon as you pass, the monthly fee goes away. And then it just sits there. I really hope they never change that. But as of now, yeah. Hey, thanks, Fish. Oh, yeah. And then John Denver. Country road, take me home. Yeah. What other genres or music are out there? I mean, am I in a class? I don't know. Probably not. Like, I can't say that I'm listening to, like, Beethoven's 8th Symphony driving somewhere. I'm confused, HR. You know that I sing. What are we talking about? So on ES, we spend all morning just floating up, but now for some reason we were coming back down. Why? Because the seller showed up, man. It's just supply and demand. Nobody knows. Everybody is guessing why more sellers showed up than buyers. Okay, let me take that back. Sometimes maybe it's very, very obvious. Like when 9/11 happened, it became very obvious why more sellers showed up than buyers. But like most times, it's just buyers and sellers. Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, I picked up on that one. Dum, I like you. I like Dum. I took me a while to figure him out, but today I got him figured out. We good. Buyers eventually become sellers. That's true. And shorts, that's why I was like, so if you want to blow somebody's mind and they want to blame the shorts, be like, why are you blaming guaranteed buyers? If anything, you should be upset at buyers, at longs. Why would I be upset at longs? They're buying. They just turn themselves into guaranteed sellers. Since when are guaranteed sellers a good thing? Right? Because why would you be upset at shorts? Shorts are literally guaranteed buyers. Guaranteed buyers are shorts. Went from almost being banned to best. That's right. That's right. Again, I know sometimes people get upset, like, why'd you give that troll so much longer? Well, because maybe I'm wrong about them being a troll. Right? It happens. Hey, Don Dula. Okay, we are approaching on the 5-minute. Do I try the long here? Yeah, good to see you. Or at least I think I recognize the name. If this is actually your first time here, though, welcome. This is so sketchy. I got to go half position size. This is sketchy. Crap, I missed it. It just bounced off of it. Let's see if it goes back down there again. Again, this is sketch. That's why I've cut position size in half. I'm watching the 5-minute because that's where the 200 is at. Doggone it. No, 2 plus 2 equals 12, right, Wes? That's what you learned here, I think. I like line charts. I mean, if line charts work for you, I would argue you're cutting yourself short. But hey, if they work, then go for it. First stream of yours, loving the energy. Well, thank you, Nicholas. Some people think I'm mean. I mean, I'm mean, but like, okay, never. Okay, I'm long. Let's see if we can get the bounce here off the 200 period on the 5-minute. I'll take that scalp. I'll take it. I'm a slave for you. I won't deny it. Something's I'm a name it. Who did I just sing? Name the artist. You will be revealing your age, by the way. What do you mean? All right, Crusher. Yep. I would assume anybody that got that has got to be what, at least 30 probably, maybe like 33. Which is crazy to me. Like when you like that is known as now like classic pop. What do you mean classic? It was just I'm like, oh wait a second, that's true. Britney Spears. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that was when I was okay. Here's something else that is crazy. This is what is still kind of one of those things in hindsight. So I grew up in Ohio, and was big into sports. Blah blah blah, and I still remember. When message boards were like just a new thing. And I think it was called JJ Huddle. All right, now I'm just asking out of curiosity. JJ Huddle. Is that still a thing? Okay, yeah, right here. So JJ Huddle, there it is. Ohio, it is still a thing. Crazy. Okay. So JJ Huddle is like, for Ohio there, for football, blah, blah, blah. Maybe all sports now. But anyways, so there is a message board at JJ Huddle. And like, as a high schooler, you'd be like, man, I wonder if anybody's talking about me, right? Because they're talking about high school sports. And then I remember seeing, so this was, I can't remember exactly, but here's a punchline. We're looking at, all state, so like the best of the best. All state football and blah, blah. And then you see like a freshman. Wait, what? Pretty sure it was a freshman. What? How is a freshman in high school getting all state in the state of Ohio? Ohio is really good high school football. How is a freshman getting all state in football as a freshman? Does anybody want to guess who this freshman was? Here's a hint. I am 43 years old. I am from Ohio. Does anyone want to guess who this freshman was that we are seeing getting all state in football as a freshman? Anybody want to guess who this person was? And I read the name. It meant nothing to me at the time. The state of Ohio. Correct, AA. LeBron James. I'm like, LeBron? Dude, who's LeBron? How does he get in? And then I still remember, like, I had another buddy that played AAU ball at the high school. And I'm like, what? Is this like, is this guy, like, is he overrated or what? He's like, no, he's good. He's really good. And yeah, so there it is. Who cares? Hey, Ramu, I'm going to send you to a place called the Timeout Room for a lack of personality, you dent. Here. There you go. I can't stand people like that. So self-righteous. Excuse me. Can we get back to trading, please? No. If I'm going to stream for 4 hours, let me just tell some stories. Excuse me, Clay. I came here for the trading. Okay, well, what do you want me to do? There's nothing to trade right now. You degenerate. That's always got to be trading every 7 seconds. Who cares? Bunch of dents. No, I might have been sophomore because he's my wife's age. But yeah, I still remember, senior year of high school. I mean, he would obviously just sell out arenas and stuff going around the state. But anyways, yeah, I still remember that. That was the first time I ever saw LeBron James' name. Was like, who? What? How is this guy that good at football? This is why, good. I'm glad that's, again, some of you got to lighten up. Like, don't be so self-righteous. It's such a bad look. Oh, excuse me, this is for trading? No, this is the water cooler. All right, we got a potential trade coming. All right, have a good one, relax. No. He's from Akron. I grew up in like Toledo area. All right. See, now there's actually something to do. The chop is somewhat over. Now we can get back to trading. Ramu, you dent. Ramu, we got the degenerate. Ramu's probably got 8,000 trades every day because he thinks you need to be putting on trades every 4.8 seconds. No, I was done with basketball after freshman year, so I never played against them and never played against them in football either. Yeah, I think he probably could have gone pro in football if he wanted. All-state wide receiver. Okay, I'm short. Let's see if this 21 EMA wants to just smack it back down. You happy, Ramu? Ramu, I'm calling this a Ramu trade. Who cares? Thanks a lot, Ramu. Now, see, I forced a trade for you. I'm losing money, Ramu. Take that scalpy scalp. Thank you, Ramu. Who cares? Can we get back to trading? I know it's a 4, but I really don't appreciate how you deviated from trading for 47 seconds. Hey, Meech, lost 350 on the MNQ. Had to save my life now. Save? Maybe? I think, Meech, I think you got a typo in there somewhere, brother. Save. All right, that makes more sense. Gotta love when Clay. I mean, some of these people they've never been cooked in life. It's literally me cooking somebody else is the most compassionate thing that they can do. Because apparently they think they could run through life yapping and then get away with it. Like, somebody needs to put them in their place and be like, you realize how stupid you sound right now? Like, I am being compassionate. I am doing what apparently others have not been willing to do. Right? When people show up and like use all these logical fallacies, it's like, I can't believe your friend group or whoever is letting you like get away with this. Like, this is going to come back and bite you. I'd rather have you be aware of it on this setting where it actually doesn't matter. Like, who cares? Like, I'm some dude. But, like, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to cook them up. It's the compassionate thing to do. Because my son's an idiot. Well, sorry to... Did you not teach him how to eat the right crayons, JP? I probably shouldn't joke about that. Sorry to hear that. As a father, that's probably not a fun situation. Yeah, exactly. It's just like I'm actually being serious. Like, when I kind of go at some people, I'm doing it because like I actually care about that person. Like, I can't believe nobody in your life has allowed you to like use this thought process, like of logical fallacies and gaslighting and this, and this. It's like, that's not a good look, man. Like, somewhere in life where it actually matters, which here it does not matter, but somewhere in life it will matter. You are displaying characteristics. Well, it will eventually, I don't know if it's, I don't want to be overly dramatic, but like cost you a job. I don't know. Okay, we might have a short here. If this pops up here and then comes back down, I'm going to try another short, but I want to see it come up a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like right here. Okay, well, in hindsight, that looks like a stupid requirement, but Clay doesn't catch flying why he throws them at people. But that makes it, I am the compassionate one. Your meanness also teaches people well, I don't know if it helps anybody trade better, but like the thing that is just not a good look, and I mean, I'm dead serious. Like, if you have made a point, you have made a claim, cool. But like within discussion of that claim, if you all of a sudden are calling the other person a name that like everybody else on the outside looking in, you now look, they realize, okay, this guy is just, he's not intellectually humble. He's not, instead of just admitting he's wrong, he's now calling this other guy a name. Like, it's just not a good look. So I'd rather have that pointed out now as compared to like in a real life situation where that might actually have repercussions. All right. Yeah, it came down a little bit too much. Okay, so here's my next. So this candle needs to stay right around this area for the next 30 seconds. So this candle, like, let's say closes here. This is what I'm hoping for. Closes right here. Next one pops up, comes down. I get short like right here. My stop is right above here. Okay, come on. Stay around this area. So far, so good. Again, the countdown timer that I'm watching is right here. Come on. That's telling me when the next candle will start to form. Good. We are in place still. No, don't go too far. No, come back down. Come back down. Okay. We're within the range. Here we go. Kind of. Okay, pop up. I need an upper shadow. Pop up. The upper shadow is key. And if it's coming down first, that's not going to give me that upper shadow. Okay, I could still work with it, though. Pop up, though. You got to go up before I'm willing to get short. Okay, maybe. Ooh, Duck Soul. Okay, change of plan. Look, I actually looked at the 5-minute. Okay, this is what I want to do now. Hello? Right here. Short around 6, look at all this. We have the 50 SMA, 21 EMA, and the overnight high. We have a big old clump of resistance levels. Does that mean the trade will work? No. But is it something I'm worth taking a swing at? Yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Change of plans. Now, if this is like some sort of genuine V shape, I'm going to get kicked. The walnuts will not feel great, but I'm going to try. I am in. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know I've had a scalpy scalp, but I wanted... Come on. All right, I'm out. I don't know what it wants to do now. It's turned to a 50-50 for me. To me, it seems like it could equally break out or it could equally go back down. So at that point, I've lost my edge. To be fair, I don't have a disadvantage because a 50-50 is not a disadvantage. But also, it's not an advantage either. And I want to be trading where I think I have an edge. So right now, even now, it feels like a 50-50 to me. So that's why I had to hop out because I just don't know now. But I feel fine. I gave it plenty. So there we go. That was the right decision to just hop out. But man. Brad B, see, you're operating under a bad premise. You're operating under the premise that I actually care about that. Like, dudes that care about their hair, it's like, what are you doing? Like, if you cared as much about your hair as you did your bank account, you'd probably be richer than Elon Musk, you know? I got myself a beautiful wife. She likes me. I like her. She was willing to make 6 kids with me. Like, I'm good. I don't care about the hair. Like, who cares? I know, but I'm glad you're just messing, but like, even the fact you thought that is a just messing thing tells me, like, I don't know, do you put some sort of unwarranted emphasis on hair? I'm not saying you are, Brad B, I'm just thinking out loud. Six kids. Yeah, that's why I code Clay. That's why I'm here saying code Clay all caps. Feeds hungry children. Because I got 6 of them and they are hungry. Well, I'm just saying, like, if you're like self-worth or you're like how you feel about yourself is based on your hairline or it's just like, dude, I can think about, I think there's bigger fish to fry out in this world. Like the people at, what is it? People go to Turkey or something? Like to get hair. I don't even know what's going, but like if you're flying across the world, it's just like, dude, just shave your head. Grow out a beard. I don't know. Shave your head. Just get jacked. Go be like a Viking. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, Chris. Richard, you can have up to 5. Now you can have as many accounts as you want, kind of sitting around past, because you can pass an account with Take Profit Trader and you don't have to activate it right away. But active pro accounts, you can have up to 5. And yeah, Richard, if you're thinking about it right now, code Clay, all caps, gives you that 50% off and no activation fee. Clay, I come from Apex and I love, and I over the buffer and DBT to request payout. You'll be able to. So IO Boy, check your dashboard around, I don't know, let's call it 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. And then you'll notice you'll be able to request the money. And then after you request it, you might even have it by within the next hour or so. But you'll definitely be able to trade it tomorrow for sure, the account. But just make sure you get it requested tonight, which will be around, I don't know, 8, 9 p.m. Eastern. Congrats on your payout, though, by the way. That's fantastic. Hey, I finally jumped into futures. I used your code. It's been 3 weeks, and I'm down my revenue, but I learned so much. Just hey, thank you, Swain Ace. Isn't that nice, Swain Ace? It's like, that's a whole goal for you right now. Just learn. It's such a cost-effective way to learn. Well, Clay, I can learn just using a demo account. You're not learning because you're not learning the right thing. Well, what is the right thing to learn? How to deal with the voices. That's ultimately what trading's about. Dealing with the voices you have living in your head. But the only way to deal with them is to meet them. And the only way to meet them is to have some skin in the game, which is why people can do so well on these demo accounts where they have zero skin in the game, and then they get to, even a prop account where they have just $100. Why can't I make money? Because you have the voices now. So yeah, Swain Ace, good job. You're learning to deal with the voices, and that is ultimately what it's all about. I don't care how well you can read a chart. Like, cool. You know what a candlestick is. Cool. You know what the bald-faced dolphin is. Cool. But like, at the end of the day, trading is all about voice management because we all have voices that live in our head. Whether or not you've ever met the voices depends. Okay, here we go. Looking for a short at 716. Just really quickly, why that? That is where we have this pivot point here on the 5-minute. So it'll technically on the 2-minute be a fake break of this purple line. The 50 SMA that I'm trying. What is that, 16 I said? So going for a short at that red line. Oh my goodness. Fish. Dude, that's crazy. Thank you. All right, it basically tapped my entry right there, did not film me. And then I got distracted by fish. Dude, thank you, man. Very, very kind of you. And fish, I think you might have just helped me save, maybe. Okay, maybe I'm going to blame fish here in a second, depending on what happens. If this turns out to be what would have been a good trade, I'll blame fish. If it turns out to be a good trade, I'll take credit for it. I think that's fair. But yeah, thank you, fish. Very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Yep, you're right. I've traded demo for a while and became profitable, but things change. Exactly, brother. Exactly. That's where I don't want to call demo trading totally worthless, but wow, it's pretty close to totally worthless. Trading is ultimately not about your ability to say cool words or read a chart or draw a trend line. It is about, can you deal with the voices in your head? That's what trading's actually all about. But the only way you can practice that is to put skin in the game, which is why prop firms are awesome, because you have very little at risk, but it doesn't take a lot. The good news is it does not take a lot of skin in the game to prompt the voices. Yeah, think it. Not. I mean, I don't want to be. It's not. I think this is mostly psychology. No, it is. It is vastly psychology, not think. There is no thinking. Well, I think maybe it's more. No, it is. It is. That's why I will also say books on how to trade are worthless 95% of the time. But any book on psychology, it doesn't even need to be a trading book, but any book out there about the human mind, how the mind works, psychology, those are good books for trading. All right, thank you, Fish. That was very, very nice. And I'll let the kids know that, hey, they got a special treat because of Fish Man. When I go in with 1 micro, I zero fair. Exactly, because that's where position size comes into play. Therapist said I needed to deal with my emotions, so I bought it. There you go. That's actually funny and true at the same time. Hope your first... thank you, dork. See, you're such a jerk. You say something nice, and then I have to say thank you, dork, like I'm being mean to you. Clay, do you even, after 20 years of trading, still feel tilt? Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, where were you yesterday? Or was it 2 days ago? I was in timeout because I was losing my mind. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Man, with that super chat, I don't need to take this trade. This is nasty. Nasty. Beautiful candle to just have it punched in its face like that. Okay, we have it. Remember this range? We are approaching this range, so I might... Here, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'll keep it at 8. So about 9.5 points with slippage, probably 10. I'll go up a little bit more than I'd rather keep it. There we go. Okay, there's my next trade plan. About 6 points with slippage, let's call it 9. So looking for a short at the red line. So pretty much kind of like a little fake break of the former top of this channel. We have the high right there. So that's where I'm going to look for a short. And then I have my stop at the green line. Yeah, Domino's. Yeah, that super fish just $7.99, 1 topping large pizza. Fish just bought a bunch. But this is my first time here, but I won't be back because you don't ban enough people straight up. Which people should I be banning? Ding Ding Fing. Please don't leave with a name like Ding Ding Fing. That you have one of the greatest names I've ever come across. But who should I have banned? And I'm asking like out of pure curiosity. I mean, I definitely wouldn't ban you with a name like Ding Ding Fing. That's one of the greatest names I've ever seen. No, Ding Ding Fing. Come back, Ding Ding Fing. Oh, I'm devastated. That just ruined this whole stream. Dingaling boy just left. Come back, Dingaling. That's crazy. Thanks for ruining the stream. That's crazy. That's crazy he had to do that. Have such a cool name and then just leave. It's crazy. What a jerk. Ruined my day. Ding Ding Fing, Miss Dingaling. Yeah, like it was, yeah. And I'm genuinely curious. I'm not aware of anybody that should have been banned. Like what is this criteria for banning somebody? That was crazy. That's wild. I think Ding Ding Ling's been sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine a little bit. Hey, he's here! Ding Ding Ling! All kidding aside, who do you think I should ban? I'm being serious. Like, sometimes I agree I'm a little slow on banning people, and that's a fair critique. But like in this situation, I'm not even aware of anybody I should have banned. Like who? Again, a genuine question. Everybody, why is this guy talking about trading? I'm trying to trade right now. Now I'm just trying to improve the live stream. I'm seeking feedback from somebody. Why? Ban Poppy and the Tyler dude, but why? Again, fair. Okay, fair. We're making progress, but okay, why should I ban them? Okay, maybe getting filled here for a short. Dude, this 5 minute is nuts. Green candle after green candle after green candle. I don't even know. Okay, well. Like I said, I'm open for feedback, and I actually mean that. I've learned over my career, constructive criticism is a good thing. So you have criticized me, which is fine. I'm just now looking for the constructive part of it. But why? Yeah, why should I ban Poppy and Tyler? I mean, please don't leave, Ding Ding Ling. Mugiwara still has you beat with cool names. Make me a mod and I'll take care of everything you need. Well, I mean, we have a problem right now. I asked why, and you're like, I don't know. I burned my fingers to market. Yeah. Yeah, I got burned too earlier. This one will be a flesh wound if I'm wrong. First, I'll ban myself, and then Ding Ding Ling. You are my new hero. Please don't ghost us. You better be here every day now with a name like Ding Ding Ling. Crazy. One of the greatest names I've ever heard. That, Tilted Turtles, and of course Mugiwara. I'll be honest. Let me guess. You've been here before. I'm just going to random stroll stream. Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. So what do you do in life? Like, are you working a dead-end job? Are you a kid in school? Like, what's your story? Why have you chosen to use your time to do what you're doing? Yeah, but like, why? Why? What makes you think that this is a good use of your time? To Ding Ding Chris. All right, this is starting to feel sketchy now. It's funny. No, I understand that, but like, there's nothing else you could be doing with your time than this. How old are you? Like, you live at home or what? You live in your mom's basement? At this point, I don't know. Maybe I'll hop back in shorter. Okay, no, I don't believe that. There's no way that you're using your day off to troll around the internet. Oh, you're 17. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Dude, good job. What do you do for work? Oh, wait, are you still in school? Maybe you mean you're off from school? What do you do for work? Lifeguard? So what, you live in what? A coastal state? South Carolina, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to go to half size just because. But look at the 5. The 5 minute is looking kind of spicy right now. Trolling while you letting people. No, hey, Spencer, he said it's his day off. Nobody's drowning. Clay, stop second guessing. I didn't second guess. I literally, I'm in the short. But no, good for you. I appreciate. I do believe you're 17. Now, if you're like 27, man, that's a sad state of affairs there. But good job. I'm glad you're out there working and hustling and grinding. Good for you, brother. All right, have a good one, ding ding ling. Maybe we'll see you again. Go do some research in day trading futures through a prop firm. It'll help you hit that second phase of puberty real good. Real good, brother. Okay, if it hits this first target, that's when I'll move my stop down to break even, but it's got to at least hit that first target. Dude, the 5 minute looks so good right now. Look at this. Look at this. So many green, getting this nice candle. Just roll over, brother. Come on, hit me, brother. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you through all my wild days, my degenerate trading. You are my prop fam. Please give me payouts. Come on down, brother. Dude, the 5 minute. The 5 minute. Don't scam me, 5 minute. Look at this 5 minute. It looks like my face. It's a clay face pattern. It's beautiful. We got a clay face pattern here. Carry me home to the place I belong. Okay, my risk now is I make 6 points. I like this. Where my risk, I'm going for more. You don't know me. You don't know me, Dingaling. Dingaling don't know me. I'm going down there, Dingaling. What do you mean the 5 minute time frame? Hey, somebody don't you do that. Don't you even think about it, Marky. Yeah, see? That's how you make money. You threaten the market. You see, guy? You see how I pointed at it? That's the holy grail. Threaten the market by pointing. Okay, now my risk is I make, what, 25 points. I like situations where risk is I make 25 points. Thank you, 5 minute. CRC Trading, Country Road Concepts. We're at West Virginia. Have you been... Dude, Commish, are you a dent? Are you a dent? You are not new here. You know I act like this all the time. I don't know. Commish, I might have to send you to this all expense paid vacation. We call it the VIP room. Now, again, if you just showed up and I don't... Oh, my God. Thank you, 5 minute time frame. That's why we take A+ setups around here, folks. That's why we do it. Mommy, why is this man yelling? Because he's hopped up on testosterone. Mommy, I'm scared. Don't be. Don't be. Exactly. New strategy. Point at and threaten the market. I mean, you guys saw it here. It is all documented. I expose the secret to trading. You threaten the market. There we go. But I mean, for real, what do you mean? Why would you ask if I'm skipping my meds? You know I'm like this all the time. I'm telling you, don't even think about it. You saw it. I did that and it immediately went in my favor. But all kidding aside, does that setup always work, which started to form on the 5-minute? No, of course, nothing always works. But am I going to be taking that trade? Yep. Only clay plus, exactly. That again, when you see a clay face pattern, you got to take it because by definition, it's a beautiful pattern because a clay face. Yeah, I mean you get it. Clay, I just made too much money. And you know how to do that the right way, right, Junkie? By the way, I'm way too cocky right now, so I'm in like a mini timeout because I'm pretty sure my confidence has gone into cockiness, which is not a good place to be. So I need to chill out. I'm pretty sure this is a good trade, though. But I can't quite tell if this is just cockiness talking. But I could see myself trying to play a bounce off the VWAP there. But also, look at the 5-minute. Right here. You could, long right here. It's bounced, and then you throw your stop right like below there. Very small little risk profile. I mean, I don't know. That might be a total baboon trade plan. So, like I said, bottom right-hand corner. I'm just here to entertain. But that is what my baboon mind is kind of seeing. What a scammer. This guy's always green. What do you... Again, please don't think about making that statement on this stream. Because I literally started the stream with this account being just minus 290. And then thanks to Ding-a-Ling Fing, he helped encourage me. How many points did I even get? Was that another 100-point trade? I don't know. I lost track of it. Did I get 100 points on that? I do not know. Good job, Brian. Was anybody short with me on that? Give me a 2 if you were short with me on that. Give me a 2 if you were short with me on that trade. Slow, Brian. Okay, so Moogie, Lucas, Lauren, Neil. All right. Look at all right. That's what I like. What does a 1 mean? Hopefully a 1 doesn't mean you got long up there. Dude, I wonder what I did. Like, I wonder if somebody from the cult was here, how they would explain what I just did. Because, like, what I did was, like, not, it was just like KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. But I guess they could make it sound super complicated to what I played there. It's crazy. 2 great short was the first trade of my day. Oh, nice. Good job, Bullhead. You're long now? I can see that. Oh, man, Gary, bummer. Dude, after this, I got to get to work. I got to get to my real job. My real job. I wonder what they're... I think I'm doing some sort of, like, taping of windowsills or something. Like, they're like, I'll show you how to tape the windowsills. I don't know what that means, but I think that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. For context there, we are currently building a house. And I kind of just want to be part of the process. So the guy's been cool, and he's kind of letting me do odd and end, like random things, like go clean up that mess over there. So that's the work I got to go to. I'm looking forward to it. Get some blisters on these hands. They're all soft and plushy. Like, right, us day traders, bunch of sissies. Us day traders probably have softer hands than our wives do. Pathetic. Pathetic. So you get to, yeah. In all actuality, yeah. I don't know if I'll ever go that far and say I built my house, but did I play a role in it? Sure, yeah. I think that's kind of cool. Go get the left-handed, yeah, exactly. One of my first jobs. I know. Somebody's going to... this is trading. This story's going to take 13 seconds, okay? but I used to be a bat boy. Fun fact, bat boy for the Toledo Mud Hens, for anybody that knows Toledo Mud Hens. So anyways, and we had a couple bat boys that had no experience with baseball. So like the players would always be like, hey man, can you go get me the keys to the batter's box? That was always one of the crazy ones. So that, they'd run around. Yeah, so-and-so asked for the keys to the batter box. And then, then that person would be like, oh yeah, they're in the clubhouse. So those are always fun ones. Might try a long down here. But it's all about choices. Yeah, I mean, a long here, stop down here. Or do you wait for like right here, try to get a long, just throw the stop down there? Or I guess you could always try both. So I'm watching. Correct. Toledo Mud Hens are the AAA club. Which I think I've told this story before, but it's always been a life lesson. And it's really helped me in life. It's nothing it's nothing huge, but like so part of our job was to shag balls during batting practice. So we were standing out, and I still remember it. Luis Polonia. There he is. So we're out shaking balls, and this guy from the Dominican Republic, but right there, Dominican Republic. Anyways, so we asked this guy, Luis Polonia, because he was down in the minors for whatever reason before going back up to the pros. We're like, hey man, have you ever dropped a fly ball before? And he looked at us. He goes, you know who's never dropped a fly ball? And we're like, who? The guy that never plays. And man, that hits me deep. What a good attitude. You know who never has a losing trade? The guy that never even has the courage to put on a trade. So the next time you want to beat yourself up for having a losing trade, hey, you know what? At least you had the courage to try. Now, don't let that spin out of control and let that justify you being a degenerate gambler. So let's not take the analogy and run with it too far. But within context, maybe that can help you out. That is one of the most respected baseball players in the DR. Yeah, he was fun. He was jacked, too. And so fast. Holy smokes. It was crazy. Was the last entry. I don't know about this entry. I'm still waiting to see. I have a buddy that does that, Kamish. Yeah, here in, I guess Des Moines somewhere has some sort of team that does that. All right, we got the hammer here, Foreman. I might take a swing at it. No pun intended, even though we were just talking about baseball. Okay, I'm long. I'll take the little scoopy scoop. So I made the mistake of focusing too much on my P&L, and at this point, I really like the way that looks. So it's like, oh man, I don't want to. You can't make this up. I promise I didn't know that was going to happen. But for all of you that have been here before, you know how I've talked about the detriments of watching your P&L. You can't make this stuff up. Thank you, Marky Market. Like, you planned this perfectly. That would be why, right? As I was explaining, kind of the only reason why I did a scalpy scalp was I'm kind of worried about that. I don't really want to do any damage to it. And then it like exploded up and was like, yeah, you idiot, and you just cost yourself 25 more points. That was crazy. So there you go. There's a real life learning lesson on why trading the P&L is sketchy. I got in and hopped out right before it took off. Are you trading your P&L, JJ? Hey, there we go. So me and JJ, we just had a friendly reminder from the market. Made 65. Good job, Rocky. Dude, I wonder if... Hey, Ramu, are you still here? It's been 30 minutes. I wonder if Ramu will ever be back. I went on him pretty hard. I almost feel bad about it. Ramu, are you still here, brother? I still love you. That's why I came down so hard on you. You're better than that. I think Ramu might be gone. I don't know if he. I don't know if he could take. I turned up the heat in the kitchen on him. Good job, Brian. The market called. It wants its money back. Yeah, it ain't. The market's not. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that because watch me take one more trade and then I get no. So I'm not even gonna say that. Nope. I'm tempted to get short here. All I know is that this has been such a... Why can't every live stream be like this? The market just behaved. It acted rationally. I think back to one of the first trades I had on the stream this morning was, I think, this one. Yeah, this one right here. Trading the uptrend. It pulled back to the 21 EMA. And it came back up. I mean, why can't it just behave rash? Here was another. Okay, this was the Country Road one. I mean, and then, I don't know. Like, man, today the market just behaved perfectly logical relative to my strategy and what I'm looking to do. But as we all know, the market, or I don't know about all of us, but some days it's not like that. But man, I really wish today could be like the market, like everything that happened today made sense to me. It's like, oh, okay. This afternoon. This morning, yeah, kind of a different story. But and I probably jinxed myself as I'm about to probably take a losing trade here, but I'll try a short right here, assuming it can get up to that 692.75. Again, small size at this point just because I'm not looking to... I do not want to risk totally doing something stupid and going into baboon mode and giving it all back. Close to filling me. If a blue line shows up, that means I am in. So we'll see if it can work its way up there or not. All right. I gave that enough time. I think it might make a push through there. Now I'm back to that talking point about it feels like a coin flip. I don't want to take it if it's a coin flip. Good thing I got out. Good thing I didn't do it. Maybe I'd... No, all right. Now I definitely have been stopped out. Okay. Good job, loins. Listen to your loins. When they're... Okay. Hey, Clay, what strategy do I use? The loin strategy? What's the loin strategy? You just listen to your loins while you sing that song. I've had... you want to talk about morons in this world. Let me tell you about some of the morons in this world. I've had some people come up and be like, hey, Clay... The lyric is listen to your heart. I'm like, what kind of moron are you? Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. What? That doesn't... No, it's listen to your loins. Like, I can't... just when you don't think anybody can get any more of a moron, you have somebody show up and try to tell me that the lyric is actually listen to your heart. Idiots. So good. Can you imagine being that stupid? It's hard to imagine. Okay, that one would have... I'd be exaggerating if I said that would have sent me on tilt, but that would have been very annoying. Because that would have stopped me out, and then it would have dropped in my favor. How bad would that song be if it was actually listen to your heart? Crazy. Listen to your loins when the trade is calling your name. I don't know where I'm going, but hopefully to the green. Listen to your loins and get that prop firm payout. See, stops are just a trap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Never use a stop. They're all just, it's a trap. Especially this one. I mean, the longs that were playing this and bought the pullback like right here and stopped out, man, look how they got trapped. Oh, wait. Next question, sir. Who's here still looking for more trades? Anybody here still looking for more? Give me a 1 if you're like, no, I'm still out there. No, actually, give me a 3 if you're still looking for trades. Because usually we use 1 for long, 2 for short. So give me a 3 if you're here and you're like, I'm still looking for trades out there today. All right. Okay. Several years still. I don't know if I am still in it yet or not. I'm trying to make that decision. I'm trying to decide if I just want to wave the white flag or if I should keep looking for some more. Today is good. Yeah. I am looking for 2. Okay, so you are looking, and then you're looking to go short, I think. Assuming you're using our number system. Or else you're looking to go 2, and you just need to eat some fiber. That could also be what you're saying. So, in that context, find yourself some fiber, brother. Or else go talk with Ding-a-ling Ding. Oh, I'm already forgetting his name. Ding-a-ling Fing? Fing Fing Ding? What was that guy's name? Ding Ding Fing? Oh, okay. Ding Ding Fing. So, from an overall standpoint, I don't know if I'll be around here for it, but yeah, do you try another short here? I don't know whatever you want to call it. Maybe like a triple top. So if we just combine this in a one top and then another top right here, does it potentially triple top up here? Maybe. Like I said, anybody getting short up there does not mean it'll work, but I would not in a million years call that like, well, that was kind of a random degenerate trade. Like what would make you think it might roll over from there? So, I still do like this, though. Again, I don't know if I'll be around, but if it were to pull back into this kind of area, just because you have a well-defined stop down here, so I don't know. Somewhere right around here, do you maybe think about a long? Even right now, though, I guess, as I look at it and talk out loud, I mean, do you get short right here with a stop above the pivot point? Although, to be fair, has the market really even cared about that pivot point? Not really. Here, it just chopped all the way up through it. And then here, and then right here when it came back up, it still went. Yeah, so all right, I'll take that back. I don't know if that... The market does not really seem to care about that pivot point today, at least with the recent action. Now, would I go long through here? I don't know. I'd be scared of that pivot point. I realize I just talked about how the market doesn't really seem to care about the pivot point, but I don't know. It is still a pivot point sitting there. Listen to your loins. Gold, actually. I could see a short here on gold if we have any gold people. Seems to be a downtrend today. Now we have like a bear pennant. Or I'm sorry, I would say probably more of like a bear flat. Okay, that was a terrible upward trend line, but that's what I was trying to illustrate. Got the 21 EMA right there. Although I'd say doesn't really seem to care that much. It's been sloppy with the 21 EMA, but look at that 50 SMA. Really respecting that one. I'm looking for that long. Man, gold's been absolutely printing. Yeah, I guess if you're short, depending on where you got short, probably printing. The longs have been very strong. Did that all rhyme? I think it has. Or I did. The longs have been very strong. I lost too many times in the last week on shorts. Yeah. I mean, the market's definitely had kind of an overall grind upwards to it. That's for sure. Well, hey, if you are enjoying the live stream and you want to ensure that it continues, then this is all viewer supported. So if you want to, like I said, just ensure that the stream continues and to keep it ad free, the best way to do that is to use code Clay, which is also, it's not like it's a donation. You're saving yourself money. So it's a win-win for everybody. Like I said, code Clay, all caps, gives you whatever the prop firm's current promotions are. Code Clay will unlock that for you. And then, like I said, from a business standpoint, and just to be very blunt and transparent, it'll ensure that this the live stream continues, because given I have a family, if I'm going to take 4 hours out of my day, I need to be able to justify it from a business standpoint. And I know that rubs some people the wrong way. They think as soon as anybody tries to monetize their time, they're the devil. But I guess if that's your definition, then I'm the devil. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call it good. So as a reminder, Take Profit Trader, who is I recommend. I think they're the king of the business. Right now they have that 50% flash sale going. And I do believe, I don't know for sure, but I do believe that they mean it when they say it, that it's going to end this Sunday. Like I said, Take Profit Trader, I think they're the best, king of the business. So 50% off right now. And like I said, if you want to get that 50% deal and then zero activation fee, code Clay, all caps, will do that for you. So on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. If you are not yet a subscriber, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so that you are made aware of when I do go live each day, which is usually before 11 a.m. So latest I'll be here is 11 a.m. Eastern, but like I said, I show up early usually. So that's where the notification bell can help you out there. So thank you everybody for being here. Man, what a smooth live stream. Why can't they all be like this? Yeah, anyways, hopefully tomorrow's like this too for Friday. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. Code Clay, all caps. Feed some hungry children. I appreciate it. Take care.